It's time.
First person to comment on it. Preach! God damn it, preach. I'm glad that you came and I'm glad that you survived
Yeah.
COVID-19. But are you ready for
Yeah.
COVID-20, sir? Because
I'm
that's
good.
what's next.
I'm good. I'm
You-
good for the upgrade.
So, dude, because we should have had this on the podcast. I just want, before we continue our regular conversation, I want people to know that not only did you have it, you're one of the toughest dudes we know, and it hit you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, like I trained. But I mean, then again, there's a lot of things that hit me like I was able to go about, you remember when I had my bike accident?
Accident?
You
You were on a motorcycle.
Okay, hold on. I got no, but I told you I had bruised ribs and everything.
Yeah.
No.
I thought they broke.
No. I got two fractures in my ribs and 2 fractures in my shoulder blades.
Which you, for the record, walked off.
I didn't walk off. I biked off.
Dude, come on. That's insane. And then, how did you find out? You went and they're like, did you know?
Okay, what had happened was, when a story starts with what had happened was, it's pretty good. So what had happened was I was going to Quebec City for the show, right? Okay. What happened, fell off my bike, put my bike back up, and you have to understand, it's a big bike. It's a Hayabusa.
It's a fucking motorcycle, bro. You keep saying bike just for people that don't know. We're not talking about Montreal or Los Angeles biker. We're talking about an actual bike. A motor.
Yeah.
A Hayabusa is even heavier than like.
But it's a legend.
It's a big boy bike.
A Hayabusa is a legend. The top speed on that is 300.
Okay, so you
I
went.
never went 300.
Don't lie.
280.
Okay.
But then it's not. It might not be real because it's. Your odometer is always off. So
That's what I like to tell the police.
But anyways, all that to say, I went there, put my bike back on. I'm just checking my thing. Everything is okay. I tell the cop, I'm good. You don't need to call the ambulance or something. I go do my shows.
What face did he make when he came and saw that and you picked up your motorcycle? He said, "Yeah, you don't need to call the ambulance."
Yeah, I'm good. You sure? Yup. Okay. He just rolled the paper. He let me go, and surprisingly, cops. I went to Quebec City.
Is he driving while black? Because this is Quebec City, sir.
It was not in Quebec City. It was like an hour away from Quebec. So I go back on my bike, go do my show, come back the same night, then I rest. But the thing that happened is this, all right? Is I had like 2 weeks after, I had to go see my doctor about some other thing, right? And I told him, yeah, about that. About 2 weeks ago, I fell off my bike. So can we do something? Oh yeah, you probably have a subluxation of the subluxation d'épaule. You.
Is he making words up? This guy's a scientist.
No, it's a word that exists. Pretty much, it means that you didn't dislocate your shoulder, but it almost popped out, but it went right.
So they have to put it back into.
That's what he thought I had. So when I had the X-rays done, he calls me and he's like, "Yo, the doctor that took your X-rays." He called me back like in emergency because you have 2 double fractures. And I'm like, okay, say more. He's like, yeah, your shoulder blades and your ribs.
There's clearly a discarded bullet in there too, sir. Like,
yeah, but that was old.
You knew about that.
5 years old. That was a while ago.
He's just walking.
It was a while ago. Anyways, so yeah, I've seen some tough shit, but this one, yeah, this was a bitch a bit,
dude. And then this was 2 months ago.
It was November, yeah.
This is November. Everyone around, like you said, your wife was next to you. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't know if she didn't tell you that she tested positive. Nobody would know.
No, she went to test just because she was with me, or else she wouldn't have.
There was nothing wrong with her.
Nope.
And you told me even now you're not 100%.
No, I'm not. My lungs are not 100, and I'm struggling a bit. I'm tired easier. Yeah.
It's what we were saying before that you don't know. It's like a roll of the dice almost because they don't know.
Better. They're like one of my partners I work with, Abba. You know him.
Yeah, of course.
Had it. Was down for 2 days.
So we don't know what it is like because there's clearly a difference in how it hits people.
Hold on. He has a pre-existing condition,
and you still got it harder.
Whether you have a pre-existing condition I don't think what I understood was it doesn't determine if it's going to hit you hard or no.
So you can have a pre-existing condition.
And it cannot hit you. It's if it decides to hit you bad.
It doesn't give a fuck.
You do have a pre-existing. Someone got to hurt real bad,
And that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. And that's the thing. The fact that you have a pre-existing condition does not automatically mean that you're going to get it bad. It just means that you got that. So that's what happened. I was like, he's got sleep apnea. So if he sleeps at night and he got hit bad, it would have been rough. You understand what I'm saying? But it didn't do nothing. His roommate was down for 3 days. He was down for 2. My girl was never down.
And his roommate too was fine. He was down for 2 days, and then
3 days after that, it was good. I was down for 11, and to feel somewhat okay, it took me like about 17 days to be okay. Because after the 11 days, I tested negative, and I thought one of the symptoms were loss of balance, but no, I was so weak. You have to understand, for 11 days, I did not eat. I drank water, and for the last 4 or 5 days, I drank water and, Boost to liquid.
But
I
the electrolyte shit.
I only had liquid. So, I lost 35 pounds. I got that COVID body. Hey. It's maybe Maybelline. No, bitch, it's COVID.
But you know what? That means for other people, because you at least normally you're well fed, you're healthy. For people who are already not healthy, not well fed, you get.
And again, if people that are not healthy, not well fed, if it
hits you hard,
does decide to activate, then you're shit. But it doesn't mean that it's gonna.
That's crazy.
But what's up?
That weight loss thing though, you're making me want to catch it.
Let me tell you.
I'm telling you. At some point, I was just walking to I was waking up. I got up. I got off my bed and I went to the bathroom and I was like, ugh. And I crossed myself in the mirror and I'm like, ooh. God.
Look, Poseidon.
Sam.
If you want that kind of virus weight loss, but without all the pain, I got news for you. HIV.
But that's permanent. I'm looking for a temporary solution.
7 to 11 days solution. Not a lifetime solution.
That's crazy. Magic Johnson, you can't even tell. You're gonna be fine.
It's with the
Yeah, but he's got money.
Yeah, that's like South Park. Yeah,
the medication that you have for HIV are now so strong that you still are HIV positive, but when you test negative.
That's absurd.
What?
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Some of the medication that they take, like Magic Johnson, what he takes, some of the medication can make it that you test negative.
Because essentially what it does is it affects your immune system, right? So when I guess they could test back in the day and they could see that the way your white blood cell count is or whatever. Now it makes it seem like, because it's like your normal, everything's running the way it should be.
But then again, there's levels to this shit,
I mean,
but then hold on.
To be fair with Magic Johnson, yes, okay, he had the best treatment, but also he was a superior athlete. Like, you getting or me getting HIV. I'm not gonna be like, don't worry, Magic got it. Like,
we good.
Yeah.
We're not.
There's also Magic Johnson. Bro.
Yeah. There's magic in his name.
Yeah. Like, I don't.
But then again, Poseidon is a god. So
Greek god, yeah.
Hey,
fallen from grace.
Yeah, he's a Greek god. It means, I was about to say he's a Greek god. That means there's gonna be incest involved. Some animals are getting fucked.
Look, I'm retired, is what it is.
It's not Zeus. Zeus is Greek.
Zeus is Greek. Yeah, he's the god of gods.
What the fuck is up with Zeus? Fucking everything.
Everything and everyone.
Let me turn into a goat and fuck this bitch. Let me turn into a fucking steak and fuck this bitch. I got a bright idea. Fuck this bitch.
Yeah, dude, it's always fuck this bitch.
That's all he does.
His whole life was fuck this bitch, fuck that bitch. Dude, if you look at that mythology, if Zeus is around, no pot, pan, goat, or man or woman is safe.
He's fucking everything.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Fucking everything is.
He's a party animal.
Yo, what the hell? I mean, his symbol shouldn't be lightning.
A bolt of lightning.
It should be something else. I don't know.
It should be jizz.
Well, maybe that's why it was a bolt of lightning. His semen was so powerful. It was just.
I ain't mad at that though.
That's not the end of. Yeah, that could be.
I ain't mad
accurate.
at that. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at it.
Zeus, you mean lightning jizz?
Yeah. everyone thought he was.
He can shoot like, and then it just goes
super far away.
Everyone thought he was angry. It was just coming everywhere.
Exactly.
That's the best myths. That's how you know. That's how you know that a people is calm and they're just chilling at the beach. Like other myths, like the darkness came and we got our myths were like. This guy turned into a goat, bro.
And
He fucked that guy's wife. His kid was half centaur. They drank a lot. He fucked that person. His brother hated him, so he married his niece.
But you see a girl and you turn into, it's like, what was he thinking? Like, yo, I'm Zeus, right?
Yeah.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
Maybe let me add a little something. I'm gonna turn into a goat, and I'm gonna go back there.
That's what it was. It was God's betting.
Yeah,
it was
about
God.
to
It's like,
say
of course you can. You're Zeus. Like, bro, fuck. You know how charismatic I am?
It's a bunch of bets.
I'm gonna fuck her as a cow.
I'm gonna turn into a goat, and I'm watch.
That's what it was.
How you doing, baby? And
like,
he fucks her.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, that goat kind of sexy.
It was
over there.
it was Hades making bets with him. Okay, look, if you can't fuck her as a goat, you become the new god of the underworld.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
You know,
Yeah,
something like that.
And
It was something that it was a bet.
Yeah.
It was a you're not game that went too far. You're not game.
Yeah.
You're not game you didn't bag that girl as a goat. Yeah. Okay.
That's how ridiculous. I love looking at this shit, like when because you're not supposed to super analyze it, right? But every time I super analyze mythology, religion, whatever, it's the funniest thing ever.
You don't have to super analyze it. Everything is about Zeus. So what's a centaur? Okay, so Zeus.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's a minotaur? Okay, Zeus.
That's what it is.
Everything that happened is related to fucking Zeus's dick. Zeus's lightning.
He's not wrong, bro.
You don't have to super analyze shit. Just ask every creature that you have in Greek mythology. Everything is linked to Zeus's jizzing somewhere.
It's fucking 100%
What's
true.
up?
It is.
Okay, this one time I turned into a goat.
It's all drunk stories from Zeus.
It's all drunk stories from Zeus.
Like, how did these? Like, what's a platypus?
Okay.
Look, it was July.
It involves a beaver, a duck, and a whole lot of booze.
Yeah, I was hammered, and these hoes were coming over. That's what it is.
And she's like, "Do you
God
want to eat my beaver?" And I'm like, "I got a surprise for you."
I'm gonna eat this beaver.
What
It
is
is crazy.
this, my son? The platypus. That's it.
Fuck, bro. These are all good cartoons. Like, I wish I had that ability to make cartoons.
Oh,
These are perfect sketches with cartoons.
Just the story of Zeus. It's just a fucking
Yeah, he just fucked
just
everything.
right there. Just that shit right there. It's a cartoon or a series right there.
But all of them, if you look at it, the gods, they were all, because that's how the way they were described as being flawed, like human. Like, that's why they were doing it to get human. But they were over the top flawed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were all, because they're all siblings, but they would be jealous and marry this one and then fuck this and fuck that. And
Sounds like my family.
yeah. But that's why they wrote. They personified. They go, regular people are doing this. So if we write about gods, they have to be relatable.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how all these people, like all these gods that are like super, like they basically rule over the world, are super flawed. A little bit like politicians.
Politicians are more than a little flawed.
You know what I mean? They're flawed, but they rule over. They all jealous. They all fuck with each other. They politics is the Greek mythology.
Have you seen the latest and greatest from politicians? Trump this morning said
Hold on.
he's
Can we talk about this? What the fuck happened to Trump? Who scared Trump?
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Waiting for
That's what I'm saying.
Speech? I was looking at this speech. I was with Abbott. And I was looking at this speech, and I was like, bro, it's either someone scared you and got some dirt on you, or you really want your Twitter account back. It's
Odd, no?
It's listen,
Different
those
person.
people that stormed. It's really what the same motherfuckers that you told to stand by and stand back. Now you're saying they shouldn't. Someone scared the motherfucker.
Well, dude, you know what? I was telling him this when it would be a perfect sketch. You know what I thought? I go, this is what happened. So he's like, yeah, we're gonna march, but they've been like for a year. Yeah. It wasn't violent, okay? No. So this is what I think happened. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go. I don't appreciate getting the vote stolen from me, all that shit, right? Yeah. And then I think all that happened. You saw the podium, all that craziness. Yeah. I think this is him at night. He walks in with everyone. He's like, that was fucked up, right? We could all agree that was fucked up. That's what I think. It's like, and then he's like, dude, I did not expect that. A woman got shot in the neck. Like, they're all talking to each other. And he goes in. He's like, listen, guys, it's not what I meant. I'm very, very sorry, because this whole time it's been law and order, right? It's been you can't say law and order and you're like, don't worry, I'm going to show you how we rally peacefully. Yeah. And then a woman gets shot in the neck, podiums are stolen, there's a guy dressed like a moose, and you're like, wait, what is happening? Like, this looks. So I think that's what happened.
You talk about the Jimmy Iroquois guy.
Well, what character is that though? Is that a character?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what this was.
Because at first
I have no clue what that was.
But you know, next Halloween, that's all we're gonna see, right?
oh, that's the best costume.
Oh, that's the best.
That's all
costume.
we're gonna see.
Bro, that's
All the
hilarious.
guys
And we
are gonna
live
be
in
dressed like
Canada.
it.
It gets cold
Yeah.
in Halloween, on Halloween, right? So fur all over. Come on now. Of course, we're gonna
But
see.
whoever didn't expect it's not over. They said 2020. So we had a year of civil unrest.
Yeah.
Okay, the coronavirus is one thing. Looting, fires. Fuck you, you're not my president. Fuck you, you're my president. Fuck you, this. Fuck this guy. This guy's a black guy. This guy's a white guy. We had a year of this.
Yeah.
You think that because the calendar changed date,
All this was changed.
all this was forgotten, and then now this on top of it. Not only are you telling your people the vote may have been stolen, so your vote might not count because it may have been stolen.
Aren't we-
You also tell them you haven't gotten paid all year. We'll give you $600. You don't think people are gonna lose? It's crazy to think. Well, that's why when I see the media, they're like, "This came out of nowhere."
Yeah,
Really?
really. You couldn't predict that? Of course, of
Country's
course.
been on fire for. What are we talking about right now?
People think that we're in the new year. I think we're December 38th.
That's what it is. You're correct, bro. You're 100% right.
I think we're December 38th, 2020,
God damn.
or we're in 2020.5. Something like that.
This isn't ending anytime
the
soon.
version 2.0. No, definitely, it's not. It's definitely not.
Or what if the Mayans made a mistake and instead of wanting to say 2012, instead of they wanted to say
2021.
2021, they
Dyslexic-
just
Yo, what's
some
dyslexic minds.
Mayan.
What's the symbol for one? Is it a leopard or
that's what happened.
fucking goat?
That's what happened.
Zeus.
Yeah, no, but you know what happens?
Zeus fucked up.
It's like, is it a leopard or a jaguar? He's like, I can't tell the difference. Yeah, it's not gonna
Yeah,
be.
whatever. And then that's what happened. And then Zeus fucked the man.
People are pissed, bro. People are fucking pissed. And also, what I noticed yesterday is I was telling him that's why you can't listen to celebrities anymore. Did you see that? You know what I noticed? What the common denominator is? So cities were on fire, right? You had
Yeah.
the Black Lives Matter stuff.
Yeah.
Cities were on fire. Now this. The common denominator was everybody seems to be pissed at some form of government. So you would think that people could look at each other and be like, "Remember when you were pissed, this and that? Remember when these motherfuckers, right?" But instead of doing that, it was. If it was a black guy, if it was black guys doing this, it would be like this. Oh, you're lucky that you're white. You're lucky. So then people are like, it's not because I'm white. It's not because I'm black. How are you falling for this again? How are you falling for They're clearly.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Basically is, I think throughout the years, they needed people to be involved in politics more.
Okay.
Right now, people are more involved in politics since a long ass time.
You're right.
And the best way to get people involved in politics is identity politics. It's polarized people. That's why we don't even talk about politics no more. There's no more nuance. It's all these are the bad guys. These are the good guys. And on the other side, these are the bad guys. These are the good side.
You're right. Yeah.
It's getting very tiring. It's really, maybe it's because I see how it is and how they just try to play this thing where, you know, they're gonna play good guys and bad guys and stuff like that, and they don't listen to each other. They really think it's right and left against each other, but it's not even that. I believe it's bigger than that, and they're just polarizing everybody, and people don't fucking see it
Because they're always in the middle. Like people are complaining about it, but it's like you all agree with the same thing. The government got too big. They're fucking people over. There's people getting treated the way they shouldn't be treated. You're all saying the same thing. How from one day to the next you're like, but they said I'm a good guy today, so tomorrow I'll be a bad guy, but today I'm a good. Bro, fuck them.
Yeah, it's just that. That's why we don't even talk about this shit no more, because it's just meh. It's just too easy to polarize people and then point fingers.
You think it's an IQ thing? Do you think people would be if people were a little bit, I guess, more aware or they wouldn't fall for easy traps like that? You think people would be like, yeah, okay, like there's a reason why, you know, shit's going down the way it is, and you haven't managed your shit properly. That's why we had a year.
I don't think I have a super big IQ. I don't think I'm more intelligent than the other motherfucker.
Oh, I'm not saying we're more. I'm saying that maybe this generation we might be less.
Or it might be years of indoctrination.
Because we might know a lot. Like we have a lot of technology, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think, like sometimes I find myself and I'm like, are we, and I include myself in this, are we really where we should be IQ-wise with all the technology shit we have around us? I feel like we think we're smart because everything around us is smart. but I don't feel like we're not really politically aware. We're not always aware of what they're fighting for, what's included in a bill, for example.
Everything around us is not smart. Everything around us is easier to use.
So there but
I would not define it as smart. Right? That's not. That's not, to me. That's not what smart is. You know what I mean? Before, to have all this, you needed a big, huge studio, and the fact that it's easier to use, like your console, like the Rodecaster, which I like, it's not smart. It's user friendly.
But I'm saying, to get to this, right? There's a lot of technology here. I had nothing to do with this. I had nothing to do with this. This is an amazing piece of hardware.
It
but
is.
If this breaks, I can't open it and fix it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but you could go on the internet and find a way to open it and fix it.
Well, there's that too. But I just mean, I feel like we're not, like, a lot of stuff I've noticed, like even bills, and they get passed and stuff, and I don't know enough about them. You know what I mean? To argue, it's like, yeah, we're in politics, but I feel like we're in politics for the side. You know, we're not in politics. So really, what exactly is the platform you're standing on, and why? I feel like we're in, but we have one foot out. And that's what causes. And then somebody tells you, "Did you hear what he said?" He said this. You're like, "What? Fuck that guy!" You know, that's what I feel is happening.
We're
indoctrinated.
And we're in like an age of like the polars and stuff like that, and that's what rules everything.
You think it's the extremes now? It's you can't be in the middle.
It's like it's super extreme. It's super extreme. It's a bit dumb, to be honest with you. I don't. It's hard for me to comprehend the logic of things. Well, let's just think for 2 seconds. Whenever we dissect something, like let's say on the platform that I have, Abba and Preach, it's really.
By the way, Abba and Preach is hopefully by the time this comes out, but you're nearing 1 million subs.
We're I think 958,000, something like that.
You know what's next, bro? That million sub party. People might not
do parties, bro.
Wow, don't worry about that. But because that's we're gonna figure out something to celebrate. That's a milestone. It's very difficult to grow a YouTube channel, this and that, in regular numbers.
Yes,
1 million is not a regular. Just so people are aware, like, because they might look at Joe Rogan, they might see things like, oh, that's a common thing. It is not a common thing. It is hard. No. Also, super being hard. From Montreal.
Yeah.
No backing, just two friends.
Yeah.
It is a very, very big milestone. Already, I remember the 200,000, the 500,000, already that was huge. 1 million is something else, something that we have to acknowledge, and it's big. This is big stuff. Anyway, it's just a side note.
Well, thank you very much for acknowledging that. It is a big milestone. It's weird, man. It's super weird.
What do you mean?
It's like there's a lot of pages that I watch that have less subscribers than us, and I'm like, man, I used to follow, and I'm whoa, and I used to think that was a big channel, and mind you, they're big channels still. It's just that 958 is just something different. It's just really. I was at some point I was not even thinking about it. I was not even. It's too much. When I see motherfuckers like PewDiePie, where he has 108 million followers.
How crazy that is!
God,
that's 108. Yeah,
and he's from Sweden. Nobody likes the Swedes.
And he's like, God damn, that's crazy. But still, it's people think it's common. It's not common. It's not
at all
to have that. And it's not even that. Is that people that get that, like Joe Rogan, for example. Joe Rogan was a celebrity before his podcast. You understand what I'm saying?
His podcast was, I think, 12 or 13 years before, and I think it was like the 10th year where it started.
Yes.
Yeah, none of this shit's easy. That's what I'm saying.
So imagine Joe Rogan to get to the point that he is. It took him, 12 years, 13 years.
Which included being on a hit TV show, UFC announcer, and big stand-up comedian.
Stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
So he got that before the podcast. And the podcast blew up, right? Us?
That's why.
I keep on saying that. People's like, no, don't say that. No, I'm going to say it. I ain't shit. I'm a normal fucking human being.
Oh, by that standard?
By that standard. Like, we ain't, humans in general, we ain't shit. All right? We're just normal motherfuckers. It ain't a thing.
But in terms of work put in and the output, you guys 110% deserve it. Like
definitely, but it's just that. It's a lot of hard work. So we're not a celebrity.
But you're both not celebrity people, which is amazing too, because there's 1 million people subscribed to it, but neither of you is a YouTuber. Neither of you is that Jake Paul attitude. Neither of you is that guy, which to me is hilarious because Apple too is like more of a guy like, Oh yeah, that's nice, bro. Like he's more of a calm. It's not like there's a million people here. You know what I mean? Like if you see
we're not raised that way or some shit. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's just the person. You fall on the jackass. You gonna be a jackass, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I just remember where I'm from, and I can really easily go back to that.
Oh yeah, that's that's everybody's fear. That's my constant fear is going back to a real life.
Easily, right? Yeah. So you take conscious of that, and you're just grateful for every moment that it happens, and everything is all good.
So you said you can't wait for shit to go back to normal because we're talking stand up, right? We're talking tour. We're talking
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Performing is nice. We had a little nice break this summer. Yeah, this summer was cool. Then it stopped as I expected. And
did you expect this though? Did you expect curfew? Yeah, curfew, really?
Yeah. I've been calling it. I was like, they're going to go there.
But you were in Haiti when there was a civil war going on. There I would expect a curfew.
They can't do curfew. They're going to do what? The thing that happened in Haiti is very special. I mean, the militia is the people from that town. You kill my motherfucker, or you kill my friend, my father, the mob gonna get after you. You next. Shoot a motherfucker. See, you're gonna be next. So you can't establish a curfew the same way.
Yeah.
Who? I don't remember who said that. I think it was like the Clintons. The Clinton helped abolish the military. That we don't have a military in Haiti.
The Clintons were very good to Haitians. I think one of the most beloved foreigners in Haiti.
I know you're kidding, but bro. Don't you ever say that to Haitians.
I know, bro.
I know what you're doing.
They were so fucking bad for Haiti, bro.
They were fucked.
Didn't they do human trafficking?
Bro, they human trafficked. They raised money and stole 98% of it and built a shack. It's crazy.
It's crazy what they did. It's crazy, and they removed the military. So there's no military in Haiti. They just have the police, but the police is people from the community.
Yeah.
So you can't do a curfew. You can't do a curfew like they
Bob,
do a curfew.
if you're gonna put a curfew on me, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Like shut up. What you
Who's gonna
do?
enforce it?
We're more than you. Shut up. And we know where you live. You think a cop's gonna be like, go back home or I'm gonna shoot you. Bitch, we know. I know who's your wife. I went to school with her. You want me to kidnap her? Is that what you want? So they don't do a curfew?
I mean, even here though, it shouldn't. Obviously, you don't know where these cops live, but here it should be the cops. I would think wouldn't want to, but they do obviously, but wouldn't want to enforce it. Like I can't see myself as a cop here being like, even though everything's closed after 8, if I see you driving around, but I'm gonna give you I can't in my heart understand why a cop would enforce that.
Because he understands that that's his job. That's it.
But that's not like, you got to use common sense at some point.
You're asking cops to have common sense.
There you go. You're
saying that to me.
Yeah.
Common sense.
Are you telling me cops at any point in your life have mistreated you or miscategorized you? Come on, bro. What are we,
you know what I mean?
What are we saying here?
It's like cops are not. The thing is, you have to understand what the use of cops is. Like arguing with a cop.
Yeah, I've learned to stop doing that.
Because last cop I argued was this summer. He pulled me over. Well, he didn't pull me over. He said like, "Yo, your plate is not paid." And I was like, "Yo, you want to solve this on the side of the road?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." So he pulled over. And I was just about to show them the paper that I have of the SAQ and the SAAQ. I'm sorry, the DMV first.
Yeah, the DMV
for the DMV and everything stuff. Because I have discrepancy on my account where things are paid and they look like they're not paid.
It's happened to me too. Yeah.
You know, so I keep my papers with me. I'm like, look, I paid this. What does it say here? Well, that you have to pay. Yeah, okay, but look at the amount. What does it say? It says $0. Yeah. Exactly my point.
Paid, yeah.
Anyways, that's beside the point. The problem that I had with that cop is that I was fine. I was cool. I was about to get off my bike. He's like, "Yeah, you don't look like you're doing too well today. Like, you don't look like what's with the attitude? You look pissed off." I'm like, "Bro," and that triggered me. I was like, "Bro, you're a fucking cop. Nobody likes you. Don't act like people love you.
People are happy to see you."
So I flip because I'm like, yo. And if I have to give an advice to cop, stick to your job, okay? If you arrest us, don't ask us how we're doing. We're getting arrested, okay? You're stopping us in the middle of us doing something, whether we're right or wrong. Like, go straight to what you're supposed to do. Why? You know why I stopped you? No? Cool. You were doing this and this. and move on. Keep on going. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Don't ask me if I'm doing great. Don't ask me what's with the attitude. Don't ask me. Shut the fuck up with that shit. You ain't my bro. You ain't my friend. Nobody fucking likes you. Have you seen the news? I told him that. Have you seen the news? Do you watch the news?
Yeah, why would I be happy to see you?
We don't like you. Don't. If you got some shit to say that shit. If you want to ask me for my papers, ask me for my papers. But don't tell me you don't seem too happy today. Bitch, we didn't raise the pigs together, okay? We didn't grow up together. We're not friends, okay? Do your job, and that's pretty much it. Don't fucking get at me. That's it.
You know what's funny is I don't like when they make it seem like they're doing you a favor by threatening you with something else. Like when I was going to Mike's house and the guy tells me, because I go, are you sure? Because it's on, what's the fucking street that we were on? Papineau.
Yeah.
Papineau, Ontario. It was full of cars. It was during construction in the summer. I had just turned. And the guy said that I was going, 180? And I was like, I drive like my car, I can't in 40, like I can't make it that fast. And you're in the middle of the road. I go to him like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not possible. And he goes, yeah, well, I could say that you're going 190 something, and then you're going to have to walk it. They're going to have to come take your car. And I was like, but why would you have to say that if you said you have a radar and you know how fast I was going? Why would you then guess? Because he goes, I think maybe you're going 190 something. I go, well, you told me that.
I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
What are the facts?
Yes, it was just,
and that's what I have a problem with. They have their attitude going on.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off. And I told him, and it was a black cop. I'm like, yo, I'm like, bro, like, come on now. He's like, yeah, well, like I understand what you're coming from because I'm black. I'm like, bro, you're in a suit. You're not black. You're a cop.
When you take it off, then you're black. Right now,
he got pissed off. He was like, well, I don't appreciate you saying that to me. I'm like, well, bitch, you didn't have to ask the question then. Don't ask me how I'm doing then. Don't fucking ask me shit then. Just ask me for the fucking papers. And trust me, you are black before you're a cop. Because if you take your gun right now and you shoot me in the head, how are they going to find you? How are they going to trial you? As a cop, not as a black man. Not as a black man. So don't get at me with this bullshit.
Black guy shoots black cop enthusiast. You know
what I mean? So now he takes my papers. He goes to and his partner. I call him his friend. His friend.
Tonami?
Shout out Officer Benoit and Officer Johnson. And his friend's like, yeah, and we didn't ask you for your opinion. And I'm like, shut your bitch ass, man. Yes, he did. That's the first thing he did when he said, why you not feeling that way? He asked me for my opinion.
I'll tell you why.
Get in the fucking car with your friend. Don't fucking get it. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You think you... How disconnected you got to be?
I'm with you. However, have you not seen the Rodney King video, sir?
Bro,
Sometimes
at this point, you know what the thing is? The thing is, at this point, I've accepted I'm probably going to die getting shot by a cop.
Or here, at least a savage beating. Someone's going to be like, he's coming right for me.
They shoot people. They shoot black people here, too. We just don't hear it really much in the news. But
yeah.
They do. They have, which is fine. And right when he got...
it's not fine.
When he stopped me, they shot a black dude a week and a half prior. I'm like, bro,
here.
Here.
For what?
Because he was in a mental distress and he had a knife. So they shot him, right?
I think I saw that.
Which is fine. But we had, after that, the guy that, like, a week after that, we had the guy in Quebec.
Oh, the guy who came here teleported from the Middle Ages?
No. Yeah, the guy who teleported dressed as a ninja and they took custody. Wait, hold on.
Well, that guy's not. I thought that guy died.
No, he didn't. He's gonna get trial.
He killed someone, him?
But they caught him.
But what happened with him? Did he stab people? He tried.
He sliced someone.
Yeah,
he killed 3 people, I think.
He killed 3 people and he injured some other people.
Holy
so
shit.
this person's going to be taken in custody, but you're going to shoot a guy that's just in a mental breakdown. I was like,
but
bro.
was the medieval guy? The medieval guy wasn't black?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, you're not going to shoot him, bro. What is he, a black guy? Come on now. What are you crazy?
Exactly.
What are you crazy now?
Close, he was dressed as a ninja. Anyways, anyways. Never mind.
I almost shot him because I misheard over the microphone, but I showed up here.
Ninja, but
yeah, I showed up here and I realized I misheard. So you're gonna live.
Else, but you're good. You're good. You're okay.
Yeah, you're gonna live.
Dressed as a ninja. I see what you did there, bro. I see what you did there. Almost got me.
When I showed up, I saw the guy with the big sword, but I kept looking at the guy with the baggy pants, seeing if he was doing anything weird. I realized.
Ninja. Okay.
Could you imagine if there's a recording of a cop saying, he's not a ninja? Oh shit!
Okay.
And I came here on my day off, all excited.
That's another sketch.
These are good sketches, bro. These are good sketches. These are fun. Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. And I was just pissed at him. Like, bro, stop it, knock it off. Just go in your car, do whatever you got to do, and whatever. And he came back. I was like, yo, I'm trying to do my thing and everything and stuff. I get arrested. I'm like, bro, he was telling me a story where he came from and everything. I'm like, yo, and I was like, yo, I feel for you. I really do. But I also don't give a shit. You chose this. Okay.
It's funny. You chose this life.
Before I did comedy, I was waiting to get my course to be a nurse.
Yeah, you were going in medical. Yeah.
So you choose that job of being a nurse, knowing what you're a nurse. You can't be like, oh my God, so much blood. Yes, bitch, you're gonna see blood.
Plus, you would get yelled at.
I have it hard because you chose this job knowing that you're gonna see blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, bruv, you chose this. You chose this. And the thing that happened is that the first time I got arrested by the cop, stopped by the cop, I was 11, and it didn't go well. And ever since then, I've been stopped by the cops. And
what had you stolen?
Nothing. Just walking in the
Tell it to the judge, buddy.
Exactly. I know. Exactly.
11 years old.
11 years old.
Damn.
Just walking in the street. And ever since then, I've been stopped by the cops. 80% of the time, it doesn't go well. Not because of something I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, every time you're going to stop someone and they act the way I act, you're not stopping that person. You're dealing with every one of your colleagues that fucked up before you.
But I've already said, when I get stopped, I get aggressive, and because I think back, and my history with police is nowhere near any black guy. So if I am gonna get pissed off, imagine you.
Yeah.
I said it.
And I don't get pissed off and scream right off the bat. Right there, he told me, well, you don't, and that triggered me. But usually I'm just like, why? What's going on? What's going on? Well, I got to stop you because, and if I can decipher bullshit in what you're telling me, and I can, you're stumbling there. Well, what is it? You should know
why you're
now
stopping.
what's going on, or you're telling me, well, your light in the back is burnt, bro. I crossed you. I was going that way, you were going that way, and you made a U-turn and followed me. You saw the backlight from the front.
But now I stopped doing that. Now what I do is I argue in the beginning because it's my nature. I'm like, I'll start, and then I'll be like, say what? Give me the ticket. And I always go fight everything now because I go, there's no point to argue because you can't win.
I don't argue with them. I just tell them, I caught your bullshit. And after that, I do what you do. So you saw me from the front, you made a U-turn, and you saw my light, and that's why you stopped me. Well, don't. Give me the ticket.
Yeah.
Here, have the paper. Give me the ticket.
Yeah. And then by the time he's waiting around for the court case, he's nervous because he's like, this motherfucker.
Or most of the time, he just doesn't give it. He lets me go because he knows it's bullshit. He knows he's fucking up. No, go ahead. And sometimes when they come up to my car, I get arrested. This is my thing. I get arrested. I pull over. I open the lights in the car. I put all the windows down. They can't say shit, and my phone is recording. So when they see a phone recording, everything is down. What's up?
Me, I yell, we're not black. We're not. Put the gun away.
We're good.
I just want to be safe.
You just put your hand out and you're like, see?
I never, last time they stopped me here, I was telling him because it was right before the live stream, and I came furious a block from here because just the way they both, like the guy came out of his car and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like there's no one here. He was, he has his hand on, why does he have his hand on the gun? Like what the fuck's going on? And then another guy came on the side and I had to open that window too, and I was like, I got agitated. I go, what are they doing here? Why is he walking aggressively for nothing? The other guy's coming from the side, like looking into I was alone driving. Yeah. And I was like, what in the fuck?
It's like they're really not good at de-escalating situations.
No. Because they escalated that one.
Things that happen, they escalate the situation. Then it pops off, and then they're like, well, he did this to me, and I don't know what happened. It's you fucking goober. It's your fault. It's the energy that you fucking have. It's the energy.
I
don't know if you're looking for a motherfucker with a warrant. I don't know.
Well, it's also the way they walk, bro. They walk with that attitude, that puffy chest. It's like they're looking for trouble.
But you know what's funny? I have met cops that you think like, oh fuck, imagine if all of them were like this guy. Like I have met guys that are almost as like small town people. Like, hey, everything's good. I'm like, I like this guy.
Yeah. Like whenever I go out of town, outside of big cities, and I'm on the highway and I get stopped by the the
SQ.
SQ.
They gave me a ticket last month going to Mike's show in Val-d'Or. They fucking gave me attitude, the ticket where I'm trying to contest it now because everything is wrong on it. He said I was somewhere I wasn't. Yeah, this guy was an asshole to me.
Those are the worst.
And you know how he stopped me? You know how he stopped me, this mother? And he's like he saw he has hand tattoos everywhere. You know how he stopped me? And I knew, I wasn't speed, but I knew I was going to get stopped. Like I felt inside me. I see him from a long way. He's parked on the side. And I make eye contact with him. And I kept the eye contact. I kept looking at him as I passed by. And I was like, for some reason, I feel like that guy did not want me look. Like I made eye contact. I guess I looked aggressive. And he came behind us. He stopped us. And he gave me a ticket. And we're looking at each other. We're like, I wasn't fucking speeding. He's like, yeah, you were. And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. But that's me all the time. That's the attitude that I get.
But what I shouldn't have to go through this. Look at my skin color. This is what kind of backwards world are we living in?
And I think he did it on purpose that day to come on the passenger side. He saw that we were two. Usually they go on the driver's side, even though it's the highway.
Depends if they're on the highway. It depends. It depends
Because I've been pulled over on the highway. I always came to the.
But even me, because there was a huge thing on the left. Because the way it stopped me at one point, there was nowhere to go on the right. I was like, this guy wants to go on the left. Like this is crazy. And then as I was leaning, because he kept for a while, I saw him. He was pointing. He's like, no, wait and go once it ends the other side. So I kept going. I waited till there was like a little dirt road, and I stopped there to keep him safe. And then when he came with the attitude and the whole, I was like, we were all in traffic together. It was like 6 cars. We're going the same speed. The only difference is I actually made eye contact. Sometimes I stick on something, and I kept looking at him, but it wasn't like a "What's up, cop?"
Even if you said that, it's not illegal for me to go next to a cop and go like this.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
I shouldn't get a ticket.
No, you're right. I'm with you.
I don't have to. So if I'm looking at you, if I go to the light and I'm looking at you, so what? I'm looking at you.
That's how they should handle it. So what?
So what? I'm looking at you.
I don't think they like it.
They don't. They don't like everything. They don't like there's a way. They don't like this big watch. They don't like this watch. Okay, so whenever I have this watch and I'm driving, I can't have it at 12 o'clock. I have to have it. They don't like it when you're like this and you're leaning and you have music. Attitude. This guy has attitude.
Do you think it's because everybody's always busy fucking their wives?
Like people side right away. He's like, I got an attack here for the
fucker.
He's holding an attack in for a while. He's like, I gotta unleash this in a bit. I don't want to forget this one.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know what it is, but then you meet. You know what's fucked up is someone told me this. I think it was Eddie King on the French cast.
Yeah.
That the majority are good people, but you're never gonna hear about them because the shitty people fuck it up for the rest of everyone.
They're not good people. They're doing their job.
No, but some people are good people in the sense that they use common sense doing their job. Yeah. Just like doctors. Yeah. You can have a shitty doctor, a good doctor.
I understand, but the problem is, and that's why I say that's all cops, right?
Yeah.
They don't. Whenever they're two together, and one acts up and being aggressive, they're the one doesn't say shit.
You're right.
They're the one doesn't stop him, even if he's a good cop, because the fraternity of the cops is bigger than the one cop.
You're right.
What's the difference between a guy in the army, a biker, a cop in their mentality?
The difference?
Yeah.
I guess what they believe in.
It's the same shit. They have the same brotherhood mentality. Don't snitch. Stay for the brotherhood. Protect us. Fuck them. They have the same fucking mentality. So if you go against the
all three have been known to have questionable views on black guys too.
Exactly. Yeah. But if you go and you're a cop and you're like, oh well, we're doing something wrong. No, you're doing something wrong. You're talking right now.
Shut up, Steve.
Shut up, Steve. The fraternity is bigger than them, and they can't say shit. So when their partner is acting up, they shut the fuck up. Maybe they talk about it on the car on the way to have a good donut and a coffee. But yeah, I think you over this. I'm like, well, it's what is done is done. That guy is dead. You know what I mean? They talk about it after the deeds is done, but not while it's happening, and they don't stop it. Yo, dude, calm down. The only time I saw that was during the Black Lives Matter protest, and it was in the state. There was a white guy that was pushing the protesters, and there was a black cop that came in pulling out like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're instigating.
And I was like, yo, there you go. She was holding him accountable for what he did.
Abba said something like that. Abba said that because he learned in the military, I think that the if you want to start making steps, he said something about keeping them accountable. Like in the military, I think if one person would fuck up, they would all have to work like.
Definitely.
So if somebody fucks up, you all fucked up. Instead of if somebody fucks up, everyone get together and hide it.
So you see, the military has the brotherhood, but they have the right way to go.
Well, the military has to have accountability because you're giving military. Like if you don't have accountability, you're gonna have a fucking coup d'état in your hands. Everybody has to be accountable, so the other person doesn't fuck around.
And the thing that happens is that everything have a higher standard than cops.
Yeah.
Cops have a lower standard in any of their job, right?
Like, you mean to become a cop?
No, I'm talking about at their job and their fuck ups.
Oh, fuck,
Right?
that's,
They have, like, if in the nursing system, my parents, they had a company that they were dealing with nurses and stuff like that, placing nurses in places. So, and some of my aunts, a lot of my aunts, well, I'm Haitian, so, nurses. My dad's a nurse. If you go,
is that a stereotype?
That's not. Well, that's a thing that that's a thing. That is a thing. Nurses are very
Haitian.
There's a lot of Haitian nurses. That's a thing with our community, right?
I know about Filipino nurses.
Also, but yeah,
I gotta catch up on my racial stereotypes, my friend.
all that to say is that if you're a nurse and you're working a shift and there's another nurse, she's drunk on the shift.
Oh yeah, you can't have someone,
that. And it's fine that she's, and you were on the same shift as her, and you didn't say, and you knew she was drunk, and you're losing your job too,
as you should.
And if a janitor, there's water that dripped down. And he picks it up, but he doesn't pick it up properly. Doesn't put a sign up. Someone falls and breaks his. He's accountable.
Yeah.
Cops, nah. They're not accountable.
Yeah.
They're not accountable for they fuck up. They get a tap on their hand. They get a tap
but that's
on
what
their
people are
hand
asking for, right? Accountability.
Accountability. When you fuck up, but no, the brotherhood is too strong. And that's why we say, and what happened when a cop goes and speak up? You know what happened during the trials, and what happened with this summer,
George Floyd.
What happened with him is there's cops that took a stand and took their phone and start talking about what happened and like disagreeing with what happened. And people were like, yeah, good cops. What happened? They lost their jobs.
Really? Well, I saw that whole video, man. George Floyd was too aggressive and he was fighting back for a long time. I think for 7 minutes, this guy was just fucking swinging at them. Yeah. So that's what happens, bro. When you swing at police for 7 minutes.
He's not swinging.
Of course he wasn't swinging. It was the complete opposite swinging, bro.
He's like, oh, no, not again. And then he got...
But when it happened, there was... normally there's a debate. Like, people are like, well, I think... It was the first time, and it's crazy how then it escalated into looting, because it was the first time when even on Twitter you see, bro, people from everyone's like, yeah, that can't stand. That can't stand.
People are just like, oh.
Yeah, people are like, that can't fucking stand. Because no matter what, you could even hold him down for 7 minutes. You know, the knee on the neck. It was the first time that I saw people that were like, I love cops and everything, but that doesn't fucking stand. And it's crazy that happened. And then there was still, after it happened, when the general population, everyone agreed, still there was like, we got to investigate because like...
and there were 4 of them.
But there's the accountability thing.
One was kneeling on the neck, but there was 4 of them.
There's the accountability thing.
What the other 3 was doing?
They were...
Nada.
Yeah. Stand back. That's what they were doing. Yeah.
So yeah.
You wish you could see a whole... Bro, what the fuck are you doing? You wish...
He ain't doing shit. He's already cuffed. He ain't going nowhere. We know who he is. If he runs, we know where to get him.
Also, cuff his feet and just get off him. Like, where's he going to go?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it.
They should have ankle...
Look, but you understand, no? They're going to say in the heat of the moment, whatever. The issue I have with this one in particular especially is even in the heat of the moment, because he got in one side, tried to sneak out the other side. Common sense. He's handcuffed with his behind his... He's not going anywhere. How fast is he going to run?
You don't have to put the knee on the neck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. There's no reason for that to transpire. I'm not saying he did on... I don't know the guy. To me, it looked a little aggressive, but I'm not saying he did it on purpose to kill him. However, what do you think could be the possible thing that happens when you have your neck on... When you have your knee on someone's neck? There's all these things that you did not have to get there. The guy's already handcuffed. Why is it escalating? Like, me and you are arguing. Yeah. I want to make a point. I don't have to then choke you. Do you understand now? If you don't understand the point before, me choking you is not going to make things better. We're not going to end up getting it's going to go worse.
And that's why I'm saying that they're not hired to think.
You're right.
That's not what they do. They don't think. A detective's going to think. The boss is going to think.
Yeah.
But a cop on the street, he ain't there to think, and they don't.
You think they're scared too, these cops?
Of course they are.
Well, think about it.
Imagine just how you talk with your boys, right? Let's say you talk with your boys, and you just get silly, and you're like, "Yo, you think you could fight with this guy?" Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably. I could probably take him.
Yeah.
And then they see me, 5'10", 245 pounds. I look like could you take this guy? Shit, I don't know. So imagine that stays in their head. I look at their look when I turn the corner, I see them and they see me. There's a situation that happened with my family, and there was like a sort of fight that happened with my cousins and her mom, right? And the cops were involved. They came and they took my cousin away.
Big cousin or small?
No, she was just.
Oh, it's a little woman. Okay.
Yeah, it was a woman, and they took her away, and they called me because they told me what the fuck happened, but the cops were still at the house. So I get to the house. The cops were sitting down trying to
calm the situation.
The other cops that the altercation happened, they already left, right? But they have other cops that were there and they try to speak to me. And then I go in and I'm like, so what the fuck happened here? The first thing that the cop says is like, wow, this guy is scary. That's what the first thing she says.
Oh, it was a little lady too?
That is the first thing she says. Wow, this guy is scary. And then I'm like, I disregard her comment. Like, because her partner didn't say shit either. He was just looking at me. Because they were sitting down, I was standing up. I was like, so what happened? And I ask people, they don't answer me. And they keep on going back and forth on some other shit. I'm like, yo, is someone going to tell me what the fuck is going on? And it's like, okay, so what happened? She tried to calm the situation because she was alone with her partner.
This guy is going to break us.
No, they couldn't, they wasn't able to, you know?
They're little cop ladies, bro.
They looked at him like, you're the police officer now, sir. Just
That's what happened, sir.
Yeah.
No, but even she was with another guy. But they knew that, oh, wow, if this shit pops off here, ooh.
It can't be an easy job.
So,
That's gotta be a fucked up job.
Easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but yeah, of course they're scared. They are scared.
Well, think about, you got people that don't like you, so anything can happen in the street.
And even people like the general population who, let's say, is indifferent. Let's say normally he's indifferent to cops. What you said before stands. When you normally meet a cop, when a cop's going to stop you, it's never going to be for a good reason.
No.
So already the majority of people that you're meeting and that are meeting you are not in a good mood at the moment that you met them because you put them in a bad mood. You could be right. Like you said, you could be right. It could be you're stopping a thief, you're stopping a guy who burned a red light. However, there's a lot of times where it's just that little bit of overreach. Yeah. That little bit. So you're getting someone already on edge.
Yeah.
So it can't be a fun job. Everybody shits on you all day.
It's not a fun job, but if you chose to do it, then you have to do it. If
That's a good point.
If you're not fit for the job, if you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen.
You're right. You're right.
That's it. It is a fucking hard job to do. It's a scary job to do. There's a lot of pressure to do it. But you know what? You chose to do it properly. End of story.
Like, I know I can never be a mechanic. I don't have what it takes. I would be there all day getting frustrated, fucking people's cars up, and they'd get mad at me.
And there's cops that they're not supposed to be there.
You're right.
They're fucking people's lives. And they got a check. They just do this for the check. It's okay, but I mean, you're fucking people's life right now.
Yeah, but there's some stuff you shouldn't do just for the check.
That's what he's saying. Yeah. You think it's government. You think if it was a private company and they would have standards, this wouldn't run.
No, it could happen. It's just people. It's people. People are like that. You know, there's not really, I don't think there's really a solution to shit like that. But better,
well, I mean, the military.
Better training. Training is the key. Training is the fucking key. And I think, although I think that the marketing of defund the police is horrible.
Well, yeah, of course. But we've already discussed this. Everybody,
the marketing is horrible. The idea is good, but the marketing is horrible.
Yeah, defund the do you mean you want them better educated, better cops, this and that? No. Just take money away. I want less cops on the street. That's not going to help.
But that's not what they mean. They really mean
I know. No, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly.
So their marketing is horrible.
Yeah, because when people agree with defund the police, and then you're like, wait, do you mean no? I mean just get funding. We don't need cops. I was like, well, motherfucker, that is insane.
That's extremist.
But that's because it's what you said. It's not marketed properly.
The marketing is horrible.
But the truth is, anyone worth, like right now, we're talking, anyone who's not an idiot understands
there's a lot
that
of
there needs to be.
There's a lot of idiots out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of idiots. So the thing that happens is that when you say what you mean by defund the police is redistribute the police into more services to let the cop do cop things. But trying to de-escalate situation, it is not their forte.
Yeah, you're right.
Talking is not your forte. Corresponding with people is not your forte. So don't do that. Just don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. Allow a special team to de-escalate situation. But cops, I know we need cops. We need a system with cops. I understand that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're not living in the fucking Middle Ages. Of course, we need cops.
We need cops, but
to train them. What you just said though, imagine having that position where there's a guy in the cop car, but he's not a cop. It's like one of us. It's basically the de-escalator. So shit's going down, and then you have us fucking telling jokes like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea.
The guy's getting mad at us. The cops like, deal with him.
Hey, that's a de-escalator. Yeah, what's up? I'm the de-escalator.
Yeah.
What's good, bro? I'm the one to get to ask you about your day. How's your day?
Yeah.
Fuck this dude. How's your day, bro? You want a coffee? I got coffee.
And your body armor says, "Fuck the police." Just in case.
They don't like me either. Don't worry. You can tell me.
What NWA? What does that stand for? Ninjas with attitude.
Why ninjas? Because we don't want to get shot, sir. Apparently, Asians don't get shot as much.
Apparently, if you're a ninja, you're good.
Yeah, but a de-escalate. I understand that. Yeah, it's not in their forte, and I do. Again, I do feel bad for, let's say, good cops that they do their job properly and they're by the book and they get treated like shit every time because people are on edge because of them. Yeah. But you're right. If nothing changes, if they don't actually change something, we're gonna keep doing the same shit over and over.
Here's the thing, right? They need to de-escalate. They're fucking terrible at this. So what if it was just part of their curriculum? And if they fail,
some people are not people persons. Some people you could teach them.
But exactly, if they fail, then they fail. They cannot become.
That's true too.
There's always a way. You can fail. You can be not a people person, but you know how to get around a freaking test.
Yeah, dude.
We've all done it.
Yeah.
Not just a test, but I mean,
it's like you with the STD tests. You just don't take them. Did you pass? I didn't fail.
I didn't fail.
No. I know what you mean, but I mean, like, not just a test, because a test is too simple. Not like a B, C, D fucking multiple.
Obviously,
you know.
Yeah. How do you de-escalate? One of the options is tell the culprit to go fuck himself. The guy's like, it's what I want to do. It's what I want to do. It's what I
really want to tell him to fuck him.
No, but I mean, they have multiple, like, you know.
Yeah, but we're not going to solve this and forget this because it's such a negative. Like, we stopped talking about stuff on podcasts because it was so negative. The politics, the whole, all that. There's no reason to. We got a lot of positive shit to talk about.
Yeah.
So you right now, I forgot to ask before, the channel Abba and Preach, that's growing. Are you guys thinking of doing different? Are you working on side stuff? That we're not ready for. We don't know yet.
We might. I mean, there's nothing really planned right now. Right now, we're just seeing how things are going. You know what I mean? It's not like we have to see how things are going. Like, things are changing very fast. We don't know how this fucking shit is how this shit's gonna affect us. It's gonna affect people. It's gonna affect everything. So we're on the lookout right now. We're just, coasting, looking at our options. We're constantly looking at our options, basically. That's what you have to do when you have a podcast.
Yeah.
You can't just, okay, I figured out this thing, and then just sit on it and then just let it go. It doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're working on things.
But you're just waiting like us for live events to come back and then work your way out of there. Because everything I had to put on hold, I'm working more on the digital stuff.
Yeah.
We're creating more digital because there's no other choice.
There's no other way.
But the live stuff, man, everything's on hold, like a stand-up podcast.
I don't want to do live shows. Not live shows. I don't want to do like
Zoom shows. Oh, I said no from the beginning, and I'm still not gonna do them.
This winter, people had corporate gigs.
Yeah, a lot of my friends.
Zooms, and I refused. Then again, that's my privilege, a privilege that I worked for, but it's still a privilege to be able to say no. Yeah. Right. And I said no. Like this whole no, I'm not doing it. I'm not interested. Why? Because I'm not gonna have fun.
Yeah, same. That was my excuse.
I'm not gonna have fun.
I said it's gonna be weird for me. It's gonna be weird for them. I don't want people to. I don't want this.
I don't want to do shit just for the money. Yeah. There's a proposition that they gave me there's this show in Quebec. They're gonna do a Big Brother celebrity.
Oh, I know. Yeah, one of my friends is on it. One of our friends is on it.
Who?
We'll talk later.
Okay, good. Well, so they asked me. The money per week is $6,600 per week.
Yeah, and they weren't telling you how much you win at the end, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
And I said no. Why? Because being stuck in a big ass house, no matter how big it is, with other motherfuckers.
Weird. Plus, there's cameras everywhere. It's fucking weird. I don't want that shit.
I'm not going to have fun. Someone of these motherfuckers is going to say some dumb shit that I will not be able to just let it fly. I won't. Shit's gonna pop off. And I told my agent,
3 days in, Preacher's like, it's called Big Brother, but Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
Because they're all being goofy and shit. And how do you live?
Yeah, how do you live? You fucking degenerate. Yeah. And I told my like, there's a lot of people I know a couple of people who's gonna be there. I don't know a lot of people who's gonna be there. I know like maybe 2 names. And I told my agent, if they would have asked me to host the shit, I would have.
Yeah, different story
but
though.
being part of it,
Living with him, no.
it's like if you asked me to do Dancing with the Stars. Why? I just started my career. I'm not like a has-been.
There you go. No, but it's true. That's has-been shit because that stuff, okay, at the end, it doesn't matter. I've done all my stuff. I'll go fuck around there. But now, even when I heard that, like I'll tell you later and I was like, who would, even our other mutual friend was like, how the fuck did you say yes to this? Like that's aren't you annoyed?
Oh, I know. I know what
yeah,
it is.
you know who it is. But it's like, aren't you annoyed like doing it? Like, isn't that, no, I'm not annoyed. It's going to be fun or whatever. But it's like, goddamn, that sounds annoying.
I can't do it. They asked me, I said, no, bro. And I'm so happy that I'm not in the position where, fuck, I kind of have to do it.
Oh, yeah,
I have to do it because I got to pay some shit and this and that and that. I'm so happy I'm not in that position.
If I was in that position, I would that's a different story. If I had, I wouldn't leave my kids hungry. That's a different story.
That's a different story.
But no, we're not talking. We're talking about if you have the decision to make it and you're like, oh, I'm gonna make this goofy decision. That could fuck up your career too. Because then, if there's good clips of you being a goofy, like they can't take you seriously anymore. You know, you did something stupid on camera. You get mad at someone. I don't know. Something happens. Then that's all people are gonna keep replaying is goofy shit that you did in the house.
Yeah. So, hey, and then your face is gonna be on the internet, and then you can't remove that shit. Once it's there, it's there.
Like you for sure. There'd be if you do that show multiple times a day. There'd be videos of you jerking off.
Oh yeah, of course.
Where you're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
And they're like, Poseidon, we gave you a private area, but I'm comfortable here.
They built a whole room with no cameras on purpose, just for me.
Poseidon is probably
You would jerk off on the balcony on purpose.
I'd be like, nah, bro. They said I can't do it here. I'm gonna do it here, bro.
Yeah, that's you. That's the kind of shit he would do.
That's the kind of shit he would do. Yeah. So that's the thing. I'm not. No. To me, it's just a long ass corporate.
That's what it would be, yeah, long ass corporate.
And I think like it comes out to 13 weeks if you don't get booted off.
That's a long time.
That's a lot of money, but
it's a lot of money, but it's a long time.
It's 3 months.
Good.
Yeah.
I would 3, but yeah, this guy has a wife. Like, dude, you know how crazy it is.
I'm good.
You'd be the best for that because you have no shame. You don't care.
You don't care.
You'd probably end up winning. People would just want you on there to watch the shit that you do. He would have been the best for that.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah.
You would have actually, and yeah, you would, and it would actually, it would. Yeah.
You'd end up beating everybody, for, especially stuff that they have to think about. Do I want to do this? You would already be doing it. Like there's a competition of eating mice testicles. While they're thinking about it, this guy's already
be like, did you put some paprika on it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Dope. I'm good. Let's go.
Just winning every contest. They're all food or fuck related. It's all in his field. Why is he winning? We gotta make it fair.
So I'm just saying. Yeah, I wouldn't fucking. No. I'm glad I'm not in that position.
Yeah, that's just not for me either. It's not.
But yeah, so yeah, we're just looking at how things are going. This is super weird. Before the pandemic, I mean, this pandemic came like kind of weird. We were working on a tour. We were going on tour.
Same.
Right? World tour. And then what's that?
Question before you move on. Do you think, depending on the person, do you think this could, because you guys said like career-wise, it could like fuck up your career?
Us, but not you. You don't have the same.
It depends.
Well, exactly. That's what I was going to ask. Do you think, depending on the person, it could make or break?
Yeah, you would make.
Okay, you would make.
So I'll give you an example. William Hung, the American Idol, that Asian guy, the first guy, Shea Bang, that guy, it could not destroy his career in music. He was horrifying. But what it could, it made him money. Because he was here.
It made him a sort of music career.
Yeah.
Right? So it made him.
Yeah.
For a niche type of thing.
Well, it was just, he became a meme before the meme era.
Okay.
If I would go sing that badly, it wouldn't be like, we're going to pay for an album. They'll be making fun of, look at this fucking idiot.
And you'd be forgotten. For this guy, it worked. So yes, depending on who it is, it could work for some people. Some people have that privilege that it will work from. I believe that you have that privilege.
100. You do it, it will work for you. You know how I know?
I'd mess with people so badly.
The French podcast, that's how I know. Normally, anyone, me and you, if you were famous for shitting your pants for money, fucking hookers, it wouldn't work.
No.
Yeah.
This guy, they love him for it, and they want to hear more stories. I know I don't have that power that he has. I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be done.
It's not everybody that could do Jackass, the movie?
Yeah.
And it would be...
You gotta have a certain allure or aloof.
It has to be you.
It just has... It's with the persona.
A certain energy.
Yeah, with the persona, because they, like... It's... Because I'm involved, and it's not a diss, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm involved in things that you would call serious shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't stick. But the perception that people have is that, oh, this guy is having fun all the time.
He's a goofy motherfucker.
He's having fun of it all the time. He doesn't take anything seriously.
Yeah.
So that shit wouldn't stick. They'd be like, he doesn't take this shit seriously, so who cares?
Yeah.
He's always making jokes, so it's all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that. It's just the type of persona that you have that is like, he doesn't take anything seriously, so it's all good.
Me
It's
or
good.
him, it would undermine everything we do.
And you would have actually, there's some people, Steve-O, he looks like a dude. He doesn't look like he's going to be like at the Senate and be like, okay, well, I will have a proposition for you. We need to have, he doesn't take anything. We would all wait for the joke, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
If Steve-O was going to Senate and
if he was a senator,
something,
we'd wait.
You'd be like,
Where's the gag?
okay, so what's the joke?
Oh, he's gonna get smacked in the balls.
He's gonna staple his nuts to the bill. You know what I mean?
To the podium.
So I think you should sign this.
Yeah. Get me off now. I'm the speaker for life.
Just wait for the joke because there's people like that.
I get it.
So because he doesn't take nothing seriously.
Yeah.
Even when there was a roast about him, right?
Yeah,
It was
Steve-O
a
roast.
and they dissed, like they made a reference to one of his dead friends.
Oh, that's the only thing that bugged him.
And he went, but even then he went on the spot. He went, I understand it's a roast, but that one kind of. But do you really hear about it?
No.
Because he doesn't take shit and the
take
reason
seriously,
why
yeah.
the person went there is because of his persona. That's where it could get you.
Yeah.
Is that people could where it could mess with you is that people would mention stuff that would actually hurt you.
Yeah.
But because they think you take everything so lightly, it wouldn't matter. So when that happens, you have to clock them. You have to be like, yeah,
He's done that. I've done that too.
I understand where you're going at, but this and went close. So that's your responsibility. Whenever someone gets close to you, then you have to be like, yeah, I understand, but that one too far.
Yeah. He started doing that with fans. Because some fans started going like they see the way me and Mike like the bullying, but that's because it's me and Mike.
That's because it's you and Mike.
Exactly.
And when that happens, you have to put a bar in the motherfucker.
Well, I did. I had to correct. This was like 2 months ago. You know, I was sometimes I'll live stream on Twitch, video games. Yeah. I had to do it then. I had to do it on a podcast. You know, like so. I'm starting to learn to be like, you know what I mean.
But it's good. It's good that you're learning. But it's that understand that you have that persona. But when shit's not flying, or do I know you?
Yeah. Don't let it fly.
Do I fucking know you? No. So why are you telling me this? Because why do you feel like you can tell me this? Who are you?
Yeah.
Clock them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of that persona, motherfuckers will try you like that. But you can tell them, hey, you could try Jesus, but don't try me.
Yeah.
Say it just like that.
Yeah, you could try Jesus, motherfucker. Don't try me. This motherfucker look like a church? Yeah. I'm preached, but we ain't in a church, motherfucker.
By the way, you have to work that in. That has to be one of your, I'm preach, but this ain't a church. I like that. You have to work that into everything.
That's what I do. I say that.
Or
the try Jesus, don't try me, and I'm preached, but we're not in a motherfucking church. I do that shit.
If you do a solo tour, if you stand up in English, it should be preach, and it should be like welcome to church or something like that.
Church.
Yeah.
Yo, that's badass. Actually.
That's bad. Yeah,
that's
of course.
badass.
Absolutely.
I like that shit.
Absolutely. You know, I stay preaching.
It's funny because have you thought about, because you guys were starting the tour like me last year. So now all the stuff, I'm like, it feels old. Not just the material. The material, I'm gonna have to rework what can stay. The rest I have to do new. But even the name, the Better Than You tour, all that, I'm changing everything because I'm like, I'm over that. That was last year. I'm over. So now we're thinking of what to do for the new one. And I might call the next, if it starts before the summer, I might call the tour Pantelis Unkillable because of everything that happened. Just call it Unkillable. And the Unkillable tour.
You can. Well, we didn't have really a name for a tour. We just wanted to tell our fans, hey, we're in Germany. We're going to be at that spot. Come check us out if you're in Germany and sell tickets there. Just have like an experience, preach experience.
I like that.
Not so much like, and just talk shit about their country for just things that we notice because we're traveling. You know, I've never been to Germany, but there's some things that, you know, I want to be able to go in a room and be like, so you motherfuckers are gonna act like we can't talk about the Germans? We can't talk about them? We can't talk about them. We can't. Is that what you're saying? I want to do that shit, but with our fans that understand that it's our country.
Yeah, if they come out, obviously they'll get it. They watch.
Exactly. So we didn't come up with like a name or some shit like that, but we just want to do things that we notice and, you know, meet fans from around the world. The thing is, this pandemic, with the growth that we have, and I mean, it's just going to be better when we're going to do the tour. That's it.
Where you are now and where you're going to be when this ends and where you were when this started is completely different.
Right. Before the pandemic, when we wanted to do the tour, we were at 235,000.
Do you remember how I was like a little girl at 250? I was like, oh my God, you guys, you're at that. And Preacher's like, yeah, I know it's big. No, but I was so excited. Like, I was like, it's 200,000.
Super excited too, but it just, I got to keep myself grounded.
Yeah. I didn't need to keep myself grounded. I was excited for you. Exactly. I was your mom. I was like, look at this. Look at this.
Exactly. But I'm happy that motherfuckers are happy for me. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, yeah, it's really cool. Then again, I got to admit, it's a bit unreal. I told you.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Fucking weird. So I'm like, but I gotta keep grounded. So I'm like, yeah, it is cool.
Stay grounded. Let me enjoy the moment. You stay grounded. I'm very excited.
Live your life. Live your life. Be all you can be.
Dude, at 200,000, I remember. Dude, it was like it was my children.
A little girl.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. And I was telling everybody, I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, and then pandemic happened, and then boom. Numbers started stacking.
Yeah, but you motherfuckers, when the pandemic started, that was right after when you guys started the 7 days a week thing.
Well, the pandemic happened. I'm like, okay, well, everybody's home. Everybody's on lockdown. Let's capitalize. So for 3 good months, we were like 1 a day minimum.
Snowball. Yeah. Every day, bam, bam, bam. I remember watching. I was like, look at it, it's gonna go 500,000, bro. It's gonna go 500,000.
Yeah. So we saw the people. At some point, it was jumping at 10,000 followers a day, and I was like,
"What? Crazy, bro!
Oh,
That's wild."
Yeah, there was a point where I was going to sleep, and I was like watching the last video that went. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that video, cool." And we were. Or ABBA in the morning, I just posted. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. I'll see the video, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, cool. 5:25. Wake up the next morning. 5:36. What? Huh?
Crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah, it was dumb, bro. Fuck. It's crazy.
Good for you, bro.
Oh,
That's fucking...
It was fun, but it was just like...
And it's nowhere near like we're talking about it. Like, this is funny because we're going to look at this in a year from now or two, and we're going to be laughing at how we were excited for this and look at what happened next. Because you guys aren't stopping. No. You guys are growing and thinking different. This is it's only up from here.
Yeah,
it's still
we're gonna
still
see
early.
How it goes, but
plus you're gonna leverage this shit. You're gonna use this to promote stand-up tours and this and maybe a fucking sitcom. Maybe this. I
want to do music festivals and shit like that. What amazes me the most is like when I see messages like that in our inbox. Wait a minute, you guys are from Montreal? Like, yeah, bro.
Yo.
I can't believe I saw you. I can't believe I saw you the other day, bro. We're from the same city. It's possibilities.
Yeah,
but well, before the lockdown and the curfew.
Now, if you see me a little strange, what you do in my house?
Shut the fuck up about it. Don't post it on Instagram.
Yeah. This is preach past curfew.
Don't mind your business, motherfucker. If you see me in the street past 8, mind your fucking business. But yeah, it's crazy. That's what I can say. It's just crazy. I can't really believe it, to be honest with you.
Now it's all about what you do next, because I think with that kind of fan base, you can do whatever you want, whatever you're interested in. So like you said, the music tour. Yeah. So, but also you're a dancer, and so does ABBA. ABBA dances too.
Absolutely.
So something like that.
We have options.
It's endless.
That's the thing. So
you're in charge.
Options, we're just like...
You're your own bosses. Yeah. There's no one gonna make your brick. You already made yourselves. Yeah. Now it's up to that's amazing.
If I had one avenue, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, it's obviously what we're gonna do.
That's whatever the fuck you want. You could create a new avenue. You could create something we haven't even thought of yet.
That's the logical thing to do. So I'm just gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. But now we have so much opportunities that we're like, well, we could do that, but it'd be fun to do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, let's do. You know what I mean?
Do what you want now.
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see. It's a bit overwhelming to be like just talking about it, because the more I talk about it, the more I realize.
Yeah, the more you think
of it is. Because just the other day, it was in December, and every day I look at my memories on Facebook, and in December, I remember ABBA posted something like, "Oh yeah, we're at 200,000." And I'm like, wow, that was a year ago.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I'm telling you.
More than quadrupled.
You've quadrupled. Yeah. More.
He's almost at 1 million. They're going to fucking 10 times it, bro. They were excited
almost 5 times. Well, it's like, wow. Yeah.
This is just going. It's just a snowball.
It's great. It's just crazy. But I mean, I'm grateful. But I'm just like,
you think if you weren't black, you would have more people?
Stupid.
You think it's holding you back, bro?
I don't think it has nothing to do with it. But,
of course it doesn't.
But that's funny.
Could you imagine that? YouTube, if we're a white bro, we'd be at 3 million right now.
I don't think it has.
No, it has nothing to do with this. The content's good. It's fucking enjoyable.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, and it's people from all the spectrum, people from the left, people from the right. That's why I like.
Wait, you guys, it's all opinion. You guys fucking around shit. That's why you can get in.
And based on facts.
Yeah. But it's not my leader. It's not. This is what I fucking think. Because look at the facts. These are my opinions. You laugh. That's why it's good. That's why podcasts. That's why people listen to podcasts.
Yeah, pretty much.
My favorite ones that you guys do is the one every time you judge. Well, not judge. You comment on the ones where it's like dating games that people.
Oh, he likes the dating stuff.
Bro, I don't know why those ones. When your laugh.
It's your reaction. The laugh is huge.
The stuff you guys say though, and the way you rip them is just. It's like
the worst thing is about that is that it's not scripted.
No, but that's why it works. Of course.
So when he shows me a video, I haven't seen the video. Oh my God. I haven't seen. So what you see is what I see.
Now I learn to anticipate.
I don't prepare this shit. I can't prepare this shit. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So when what you see, my reaction is the genuine thing. It's me laughing my ass off because I think that shit is hilarious. So yeah, it's the first time I see. Sometimes he doesn't even watch the videos himself.
Well, I know he does sometimes because when he posts like when he does the stop and that now something big's coming. Yeah. And then when he laughs, then you come in and then your laugh is contagious. You have a contagious laugh, and then everything. It's fun.
I always have favorite. I have two favorite videos of us. The first one that got dethroned by a recent video that we did. The one I really laughed at was what's her name? The comic from Toronto.
Nicole Arbor.
No. Another one.
The girl who raped people.
Shanti.
Yeah.
That one, the video we did on that one where I laughed because at the end of the day, because because she identifies. He identified himself as a trans man, right?
Yeah. And
like you're transitioning to men, and then you claim that men are the problem, and now you're doing this. Well, I guess you too. And we started cracking up just because of that twist of word. And the one that we did recently was one of the ones that you're talking about, and it was a guy the way he was sitting in a chair. Because I was like looking at the guys like, there's something off about this guy. I'm like, I know exactly what it is. I haven't seen it, but I know why.
The way he's sitting?
And I was like, look, if you sit so far back in your chair, and then we both.
And he was just like,
we both lose it. I fall back on the couch. He leaves the room.
I like when somebody goes off camera and they're screaming. I don't know why it makes it funnier.
But I'll show you that video. That video is specifically. Oh, it's exactly what he's talking about. It's just that one cracked me. That's my favorite.
But these are good videos. It's two personalities, like character wise, that people like. You guys are likable. Yeah. They're short. Yeah. They're consumable, and it's always organic. It's like this is what we want to show. This is what we want to laugh at. So I think all that shit helps, and that's why I think you appeal to all different countries.
Yeah.
Because it's not a specific, like, people are surprised that you're from Montreal, let's say.
Yes, they are.
Because it's not a specific, this feels like it's just American. This feels like it's just European. It's not a funny fucking story.
But because we are so connected with the US of A, we're connected, we're Canadian, but we're connected and we travel.
Yeah.
So that's why we connect with people. Because he speaks different languages, I speak different languages. We're close to the States, we're from Canada, so we connect. I think that's what makes it full circle. We're able to connect with different people. When I talk with, sometimes I'm going to be talking about Brazilian people. I'm going to talk about things of Brazil and Portuguese, and I'm going to crack down some Portuguese. Sometimes I'm going to talk with people from South Africa, and I'm going to talk about their music. Even though I don't pronounce it well, it's a house music from South Africa. It's JQOM, but it's Zulu. But so they have the clicking sounds, and in Zulu they have different.
You listen to stuff with clicking sounds in it, bro?
Yeah, the language. In South Africa, like there's Zulu and there's Xhosa, right? So that's the language.
Pardon my predator, sir. We'll do that again?
Xhosa. That's what they have it. They have it.
So if I just say Osa, it's a different word.
No,
but if I go
it's not
Osa.
A word. Xhosa.
But do I do it right? Or it's too much of a click.
No, there's 3 different clicks. That's crazy. There's 3 different clicks. And that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I connect with people, because I don't sleep at night. So when I see something interesting, I just look it up. And then whenever I'm explaining this shit, people are like, you know about my culture? So they have sound. They have on the side. And they have something that sounds like, hold on.
Like the top?
Oh, yeah, the top. So, That's That's GQOM. And there's just title music that they listen to. Jesus Christ. Okay? And it's mostly in Zulu language, but there's other languages that I listen to that's from South Africa that is, Xhosa.
This is crazy. I want to know how to click talk.
But I want to know how to I have to speak Xhosa. Actually, Trevor Noah speaks Xhosa.
But he's from South Africa, so it makes sense.
But that's when he's talking about different, he speaks that language. So So I was talking with one of this fan that we have, and she's from South Africa. Shout out Yolanda. And she was explaining me like the difference between Xhosa and Zulu, and how Zulu basically come from the northern part, but they came down to fight a war, and they kind of stayed, and now they're kind of the USA of, everybody speaks Zulu, and the Zulu people they're not gonna bother to speak another language. Right? She was telling me that. Anyways, so
fucking share. What was Yolanda? Yolanda, share that information with me too. I love reading about this stuff. Share that.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm interested in that. And the channel that we have basically is 2 guys that are interested in other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So when we talk about that, they're like, okay, yeah. And the thing is that I don't know everything. We don't know everything, and we have a big thing in the channel.
I don't know anything.
Accountability, and if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it. So if I said anything that was wrong with the South African thing, I allow motherfuckers to correct me. I don't have that ego where, well, whatever, I learned it. Yeah, sure. So tell me what's your story? What's your side of the story? You understand? That's what happened with the video that we did with Doja Cat when she did that weird shit.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was so happy.
And then apparently Doja Cat listens to us.
Yeah, that's what made me happy.
Listen to your music, but what's up, girl? And she answered back to one of her videos. She's like, yeah, those people, Abba and Priest, blah, blah. And she's like, well, they were wrong on this and that. And so we had to make another video to take accountability to like, okay, we fucked up. She said we were wrong. Then we were wrong. That's it.
Do you know the emotional roller coaster I went through then? I'll tell you why. Because I didn't know. I didn't know who Doja Cat was.
Okay. Well, I had a bit
so then when when he was the one who explained to me that it's like a big singer or whatever the fuck about, then I was like, fuck yeah, watch that and preach. But I was like, she's talking shit. So then right on Twitter, I'm like, listen, bitch. Like, and then it's like, she made a good point. I was like, well, look, I already sent that tweet, so I can't unfuck myself.
And the way she explained it, and I was like, we couldn't say shit. Because the way she explained it, I'm like, okay. Well, she explained it like
that was the race Discord thing or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah. So I was like, for sure she's wrong.
And then she's called call me an N-word and whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean?
I remember, yeah.
So yeah, people, we try to see, well, why and where it was from, but we didn't, we included the fact that we didn't know. And she clapped back and we're like, okay, well, Doja, we hear you. We were wrong.
I like that.
Sorry. Accountability. When you fuck up, just say you fuck up. Accept it. Take the L.
Yeah. Oh, we do the same thing because it's too obvious for us when we fuck up. Plus, our fans won't let us hear the end of it.
That as well. It helps you keep you grounded. But
plus, also, we're not scientists. That's the best thing about this podcasting. It's us. It's dudes talking shit. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like if I'm wrong, someone's gonna die. Yeah. They got the wrong prescription. Yeah. Us, if I'm wrong, it's like, exactly. Yeah, you watched the wrong trailer, bro. Like, one time we saw a trailer for a movie, but somebody sent us, and I was like, this looks garbage. But it was like a fan-made one. It wasn't the real one. And it's like, yeah, of course it looks like garbage. Stupid. It's the wrong trailer. And I was like, all right.
Oh,
touche.
Good point. I should have done my research.
Yeah, exactly.
You take your L. You move the fuck on.
Yeah.
That's it.
I had discovered Doja Cat from that Bitch I'm a Cow video. Yeah. I don't know why. I was like, oh shit. And then I found her. I'm like, she reminded me of a thicker Rihanna.
Yes. It's weird.
So she's weird.
Like, she's weird and kinky at the same time.
But that's what I like about her.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I can understand how motherfuckers like her. I don't.
It's not for me.
It's just I can't say I don't like
the
her.
Music. I don't really listen to her music.
I don't know any of her songs.
That's the thing. I can't say I like her or I don't. I can't say I dislike her.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about her, and I didn't really look into it because it's playing on mostly radio and stuff like that. And I don't really listen. It's like I don't really know the Weeknd songs.
I know. I love the Weeknd.
So I know you might love the Weeknd, but I don't know any songs of him. You know what I mean?
I'll help change
that. There's a lot of people that like him. Like I know he did a stunt. I know what's going on. He did
with
a
the face,
with the face and everything.
Yeah, we were talking about it before you got here. We don't understand what the stunt is yet because we didn't look into it. But when I saw the picture, I was like, motherfucker!
It's a video.
It's a video. He's just fucking around, bro.
I think he's fucking around. That's not real.
No, I think he did some kind of modification, but it's not like some people thought it was plastic surgery.
I don't think it is.
No, I think it's movie shit.
It's not plastic surgery. He did like a temporary filling, some weird shit. You know, like those people that pull like. Those people
fillers.
that pull like like the
Botox.
Implants.
You know the people that pull like the horns and shit, but those aren't
Implants.
permanent either. You know what I mean?
No, but I don't think he.
I don't think he went that far.
think he did that. I really think it's just that video, the last video that he put out. I think it was like 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
It's a diss to the Grammys and all of them people in there.
He's been pissed for a while.
It's a diss song.
Yeah.
But instead of it being another artist, it's an organization. He's dissing them. And being the whole stunt about the whole thing, I think that motherfucker is that smart and that artistic. From what I know,
he's very good.
From what I read, I followed him in the earlier years of him coming out as an artist, coming from Canada. I was like, okay, cool.
Me was right before he popped off, and I was like, yo, guys, you don't understand. This guy's good. I like this, and nobody gave a shit. I think he started when I showed him years ago, but he wasn't big yet, so nobody fucking gave a fuck. And then the second I heard him on the radio and people were talking about it, I'm like, I was like, you sons of bitches. I was putting you on this guy for fucking so long because he was fucking Canadian and nobody wanted to fucking listen. Now you realize.
It's like Doja. Doja is, from what I understand, she has like that artistic intelligence.
I don't know anything about her. I can't say.
From what I understand, from what I gathered, like
I just thought you guys were fighting. She was talking shit, so I might right away took
you. But we was not fighting. We were not even fighting. We did commentary on that, and she just happened to answer about it. So that's what I know about her. Don't know much. What I understand is that she's a artistic motherfucker. You know what I mean?
And we know she fucks with you guys, so.
I mean, not literally. Don't say shit like that. My wife not gonna be happy.
Because you imagine, what did he say? What does he know?
Do it.
What? What does he know that you fuck with Doja Cat?
You fuck with who? You fuck with what? Huh? Doja.
That's not what. No. She fucks with us. She likes our stuff.
Yeah, I know. What
really? Because the way that fucking Greek guy said it, he had a bit of a smirk. I feel like he knows something.
Well, yeah. Actually, you know what? I was more following, again, like the Weeknd. Doja Cat, when she first came out, I was like, okay, that's Doja Cat. When she was not known like that. I was like, okay, cool. And then thing got lost in translation and shit, and she popped off, and I'm happy for her.
Yeah, I'm happy for anybody that pops off. They're doing their thing, but there's stuff like I never heard her music, so maybe I'll like it. But it doesn't. When he said something, you never heard "bitch, I'm a cow." I was like, no, but it doesn't sound like something I would hear, like that I would want to hear. But it's the same thing. There's a lot of new artists that is like, oh, I would like this, and then I don't. Like the Lil Pump, that guy. People, it's not for me. Like I'll listen to it. I was like, this is not good. This is not what. This is not what I. Okay, I sound like an old man if I say it's not what I grew up with.
But Doja Cat is not.
It's not like that stuff.
It's not that.
Okay,
it's kinky weird.
The music I don't like so much. I don't know. I can't relate to it.
She's hot, bro.
Bitch is high.
Bitch is what?
No, you think she's hot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's a very simple man.
I'm a cow. You'd milk her.
I'm a very.
You'd milk her, huh? That's what it is. That's what he's saying.
I'm mad at you.
But for me, I just, some people I don't like. I wanna. Oh, it's new. It's something. Let me get into it. And then I'm using Lil Pump as an excuse because I don't understand. All power to him, but I don't like. I'm like, this isn't.
I don't think there's nothing to understand. But she's not that.
Okay. Yeah.
She's not that kind. She's not that kind of fast food. She's something else.
Okay.
Right. She's not that. That I know.
Okay. You get what I'm saying. Okay.
It's not. Yeah. No.
She's unique. She's created her own thing.
She's creative. It's not that Lil Pump fast food music. It's not exactly.
Fast food music is a good way to describe that.
And sometimes fast food is good.
Yeah. Sometimes you need fast food.
But it's not. No, I don't think Doja is that. From what I know and from what I've seen.
But also, I think I'm hard-headed because it's hard for me to take in new artists now. Mm-hmm. And then when I do, I find out they're like him. He put me on to Pop Smoke. And then the guy fucking gets killed.
Yeah.
Yo, Pop Smoke was crazy.
Like, because I hate everything he sends me because it's always nonsense. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, the voice, everything. And then he's like, yo, they killed him.
Yeah.
I was like, why? Because I started listening. What the fuck?
It's all your fault.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's all your fault.
And apparently Pop Smoke, it was like a stupid, like it wasn't even like a real thing. It was like they were trying to rob him or something. It was fucking idiots, and they live streamed it apparently.
This guy would have been. He would have. I think he
would have been 50.
Yeah, he would have taken over. I think
he
like
was
hip hop rap.
50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he was good. I agree because I like 50 Cent, so I see why 50 would like him.
But this guy too was very smart. Apparently, he was in meetings with 50 Cent. Was in meetings with Pop Smoke. Okay, and this guy was so aware and so like not intelligent, but like so like trying to learn everything and being like hustling. You know,
that's what 50 Cent did too.
Yeah, in meetings, this guy was on his phone taking notes, and 50 Cent would freak out on him in the beginning, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? We're in an important meeting and this guy's playing on his phone. What the fuck?
But he was writing everything down.
He was writing everything down, and 50 Cent went over and saw it, and he was like, and 50 Cent was talking about this. It's like, fuck, I love this guy. He's fucking, you know?
Because he's not playing on his phone. He's actually taking notes. Yeah. So, but I feel like if you put Doja in the category, she'd lean more to him, that kind of smart.
Okay, I like that.
And Lil Pump.
I like that. I like that.
That's what I think. I don't think I listen to a song, but I mean, I respect it.
Well, there's people that I respect, even in comedy. Like like okay, forget off stage is the good people or whatever, but comedy wise, I'm like, I respect what he does, but it's not for me. Like if I, as a comedy fan, forget me being a comic. As a comedy fan, it's not for me. I know.
Names? Give some names.
Like local or we'll give big names if you want. So that
local,
like,
we don't care.
Okay, so for example, Larry the Cable Guy. It's not for me.
Same.
I can't laugh at that. However, I understand that there's a demographic. I understand that what you're doing is talented. I understand it's talented. You're reaching. For me, I know it's not for me.
Yeah.
Same thing. Even Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah, for me, stand-up wise, is not for me. I see what you're doing. I understand that you could make money and people. It's a big appeal. What you're doing is not wrong or anything. It's not for me. You know, there's a lot of comics like I'll see on Netflix, like, it's just not my cup of tea, but I respect it. It's not the same as, because it's not for me, fuck it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot that I can,
it's not for me, it's not good, that's not my...
No, that's not true. Because, or else then we wouldn't exist, right? Exactly. There's niches for everything. And there's some people that they're shit, but you don't have to say that they're shit because they're normally not going to be there. They're not going to make it. They're not going to be at the dance, you know? So for me, that's what I noticed. And I think that it's very important. And that's why I like that you said it. It's very important, I think, for adults to acknowledge that. Yeah, okay, it's not for me. It doesn't mean that it's bad or it's not. It's just not for me. Like there's types of music. Like I like heavy metal, the older kind, because there's melody. I can't listen to death metal. It's not. When people, it's not for me. There's nothing wrong with it. It's for me. I can't listen to that. I can never. And I've tried. I'm like, this is not for. I need melody.
I'll send you some shit.
Well, I need melody. I need melody.
I listen to this band called. Well, it's Horror.
It's just called Horror?
But it's not how they spell it. They spell it H-O. All the R's are replaced by 9. So H-O-9-9-0-9.
Okay. Should have been 6 if you're going to do it.
No, 9. It's okay. But 9, like, our German
Are they Germans?
No, they're not. They're Americans, black Americans, dread. But it's like a slash of hip hop and a slash is.
But is there melody and can you understand? Because me, I'm big on lyrics. So if I can't understand, like, why I don't like the Norwegian death metal is because I can't understand. It's not for me. It just sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I like melody.
Yeah.
I like feeling it.
Like System of a Down.
I like System of a Down because they're, but like I like System of a Down.
The opera singer, come on now.
But I like System of a Down, and I like them what they stand for. Yeah. I like them as they're human rights and they're against it. And I like them. But now, growing older, here's the difference. That same music doesn't appeal to me because I don't have the same rage as I did as a teenager.
I still like it.
No, I don't dislike it. It's still my playlist. It plays in my car when I'm driving. But I mean, I don't have the same. You know, like I feel in the car, but then when I get out of the car, that part of me is gone. You know, like it happens to me a lot now where I need calmer stuff.
You don't want to. You don't need to. Killing in the name of.
Rage Against the. They became super corporate too now. Yeah, people change.
Did they?
Rage Against the Machine, yeah.
They're not doing a comeback.
Yeah, but it was very like we hate capitalism and it's like it's $500 to come see us. And I was like, wait, what? I see for $30. What the fuck are you talking about?
I saw that. That's super weird.
Yeah. So shit like that, I don't. But I like what you say because I like people who think like that. Just that, it's not for me. But I'm not shitting on it. It's just not for me.
It's not shit. Yeah, it's not for me. But I'll shit on other things though.
Oh, it's us, and that's what we do. If it's shittable, we're shitting all over that.
Shittable, I'll shit on it. Best believe.
But you two, you're like me. Your music chart is huge. It's not.
If I go to Quebec City with you and you're in my car, everything is gonna play. Everything. Opera. I got opera in my car. I got house. I got South African music. I got everything on this.
That Spotify thing this year, I had posted it because I was like, I didn't even know there was that many genders of music. It goes, you discovered over 1,000. It's like, I was like, what? And my
did you say genders of music?
That's what it says, genre, music genres. Yeah,
but genders, and I'm like,
you know what I mean? But I was like, I didn't even know I listened to that many stuff. But he understood because my thing is full of everything. Yeah. And it was bands that I was like, okay, your most listened to band, it said, was Megadeth. Which I was like, oh, that's weird. I didn't even realize I listened to Megadeth that much that year. And then it's like your favorite artist, The Weeknd. I was like, everybody knows that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then it goes, your most played song, Billie Eilish, bro. A Billie Eilish song was my most played song of the year.
It's possible.
It's all over the place, my thing. Yeah, all over the place. All over.
I like that. That's the good side of the good side of streaming. The bad side is how the payout.
The payout's garbage. But you have access to everything.
You have access to everything. So yeah, I like that. Again, like I got a lounge music. My girl, she doesn't like loud music and she doesn't like big bass, and I'm a bass kind of dude.
I'm not a bass guy either.
But the compromise is another type of music that is from South Africa. That's called Amapiano.
I'm a piano.
Amapiano.
You could be, but I'm not.
I am.
No,
Ama.
A
piano.
I'm a piano. Is it with pianos?
No, it's not even. It's just,
it has nothing to do with pianos.
No, it has nothing to do
what
with pianos.
What does it
mean? I don't know what it means.
It's a misleading name.
But it's the marketing. But it's lounge music, but so nice. You know the song the song of the year 2000 was Jerusalem.
Yeah, I have to hear it, but if it was the most listened to,
I think that falls into
that kind of category.
Yeah, I'm a piano. It's often
so no lyrics.
No, there's lyrics.
Oh, there's lyrics.
There's lyrics. Okay. Yeah, but again, it's often South African and stuff like that. And that does the compromise. And
she likes it.
Yep, it's lounge music. It's cool. It's not too harsh on the ear, and it's pretty. Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool.
I like what I'm hearing. Well, I'm gonna get it from you because my car, he knows it's random stuff. The best is when it's stuff in different languages.
See,
because I don't know what they're saying. Sometimes I'll sing with it. I could be saying "go fuck myself." I wouldn't know. I'd be like, it's so catchy, and like fucking idiots singing this. Fucking idiots that sing this in the car. Like it could be anything.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm on piano, which is very soft, and you got horror that is
super hard.
Oh, but you didn't answer horror. Can I understand them, or is
yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yes. Because it's like if they rap.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
I like that, man. I love.
I think it's a good rap and good metal, good rock goes well together.
Yeah. It does. Whenever there's merges.
Yeah.
I remember when System of a Down did a song with Wu-Tang Clan, and it was Shame on a Ninja.
And everybody was freaking out of a collab.
Not at that time.
Nobody cared.
No, nobody cared. The good times.
The good time when nobody gave a shit.
Yeah. Shame on a
people.
Ninja.
No, people like music fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I like seeing big collaborations of bands that I like.
Serge Tankian saying the N-word.
Serge Tankian says the N-word in the...
Yes, because he's singing with Wu-Tang Clan.
You know what? I didn't like Serge before, but now I agree with his politics. There are things that need to be said. Yo, but actually, I agree with Serge Tankian.
He doesn't say hard.
He doesn't say hard.
No.
Oh, then it's not as cool. But Serge Tankian, dude, this guy, the whole band, but him, he's outspoken about like the Armenian genocide, everything that goes on in the world. Whenever there's a genocide bro, this guy's the first person to.
The drummer too. I follow the drummer on Instagram. He was a big Trump fan. And I still follow. I don't care. Like,
well, you could be a Trump.
I could still have a conversation with you if you're a Trump fan. You know, people. That's disgusting. No, let me hear you out.
First of all,
let me hear you out.
Yeah, because but we probably won't know them personally. But unless there's someone that, no matter whether it was Trump or not, we're never gonna get along with. It's someone who they have their own reasons on why they're always voting one way. But in general, when they go fucking Trump, 4 or 5 years ago, you wouldn't have said anything about Trump. He was a reality TV star. So somebody liking Trump or whatever, to me, doesn't dictate, because I think Trump is one of the funniest motherfuckers on Twitter. 100%. Now, does that mean that because I think he's one of the funniest motherfuckers on, you're going to put on me whatever you want politically, whatever he says politically? Whatever, that's insanity to me.
Yeah.
Also, Republican-wise, if you talk about the party, Republicans, less taxes, smaller government, that's shit that I agree with too. It has nothing to do with, oh, well, now you join this side, so if he says the wrong thing, it falls on you. It's crazy.
Yeah. The thing to me is not really so much what you are in for. It's really if you're open-minded to talk about it.
There you go.
Like, I don't care what you believe in. Let's talk about if you're open-minded. If you're just, no.
I kind of care what you believe in if it's fucked up.
If it's fucked up and you're able to talk about it, if you're
able to talk, yeah,
minded about your fucked up shit, it's not a conversation. We're not talking.
Yeah, this is you talking to a wall.
No, we're talking to a brick right there. And on top of that, you can't really articulate why you think this fucked up shit. But if you're able to articulate it, if you're able to converse, if we're able to not necessarily agree, but we can come to an understanding and stuff like that. You can understand where you're from.
Yeah.
And maybe there's misconception. Maybe I have misconceptions. You know what I mean? I don't have the truth. I don't hold the truth. So at least if we're able to talk about that, if we're able to that then I don't have a problem with that.
Like the Trump thing, I think it's like a whole weird aspect because now if you talk about Trump, they automatically put Trump in the same thing as a Hitler or Trump. If you laughed at this joke, if you said that means because you're a racist because Trump is a racist. I was like, I don't know, man. This is a buffoon, an orange person that was on TV that we all together laughed at.
That's not funny.
And then that's what I'm saying. And then now we're saying, oh my God, he's like a military. What are you talking about? It's the same goofy guy.
Because the thing that happened as well is that people don't allow themselves to laugh at things.
Yeah.
If you laugh at things, it means you agree. But that's not what that means.
No, that's not what that means.
And on top of that, because
I have jokes about killing people that we laugh at.
Exactly. Because we're comedians, we see laughter a different way. It's like, and
that's
we understand,
true too.
And when you're a comedian, you have to understand that when you're at a show, people don't necessarily laugh because it's funny. People can laugh because it's not funny, because it's awkward, because people can laugh because it's the opposite of funny.
Yeah.
Just, is he fucking serious?
Yeah, the surprise gets him. Yeah.
It's still a laugh.
Yeah.
You have to understand what kind of laugh you're getting. That's one of the first things you need to learn when you do comedy. What was that laugh about? Why did you laugh there? It's being self-conscious of what's going on, of what you produce. You went on stage. These motherfuckers laughed. What did they laugh about? Are they laughing with you? Are they laughing at you? Are they laughing at what you said?
Or how you did it?
How you did it? That's why when I record myself, when I do comedy, I stop voice recording myself. Because usually when I go on stage and I record myself and I do comedy, I used to record myself. I used to rewrite my jokes after that. And there was laughter where I haven't said shit.
But you made a face.
But I made a face, but I couldn't see that shit.
It took me years to realize that too. I was like, I don't understand why this is funny.
Why did they laugh?
I thought it was the line. And I was like, this is not a funny line.
Or I was like, these motherfuckers are lame.
Yeah.
I said this bitch a long ass time ago, like 5 seconds ago. You laugh now, motherfucker? But now I tape myself and it's really my face, my gestures. Sometimes I'm gonna say something. I said that, people are gonna laugh. I'm like,
yeah, you do the eyes thing too. You go with the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes. And then they get it. Or you just position yourself a different way. Like, so I said that and then they laugh because it's funny. And you're like, but if I would just tape the voice,
you wouldn't know.
They wouldn't catch the face that I did. I wouldn't catch the face that I did. So, and that's pretty much it. So you have to understand why, okay, they're laughing at the face. Because what does that face mean? That face means this and that and that and that. It means, okay, you have to understand the different types of laughter. And people don't understand that. They say laughter, happy.
Yeah, I think laughter, people are trying to be mad.
I agree. You trigger some people.
Dude, 2 days ago, a tweet that I was like, I don't know. So I don't know if you saw, but in the Senate, somebody, he was saying a thing and he goes, amen. And a women or whatever. So I thought that, you tell me that's not hilarious?
That's hilarious.
So I laughed and I forgot what I said. And then somebody's like, you're laughing. They're making a mockery of our Lord or something like that. And I was like, I'm not agreeing with, I'm clearly telling you, this is ridiculous. Like, why? Like, do you want me to be like, what the fuck is happening? You tell me we can't laugh at this. This is not ridiculous.
But that's the thing. A man and a woman.
It's hilarious.
And then again, I'm going to say it's potentially hilarious. Yeah, not everybody's going to think it's funny. But I can understand the funny in that.
Yeah, because it's so stupid. Not because it's like, finally tell him.
That's why I'm
like,
saying.
Yeah.
Funny. Laughing does not equate I agree or I support. Sometimes it's going to be a racist joke and I'm going to be like, this is so absurd. I got to laugh at it. I don't agree with it, but this motherfucker said that is fucked up.
Well, what do you mean you don't agree with it? You told me. It's like, look, man, there was no punchline. It was just a lot of slurs. I laughed because I thought it was ridiculous you were saying these things. But
you've been to open mics. I don't have a fucking and there's an open micer. He comes in with all the confidence in the world, and he bombs over Baghdad, and you just look at. Can't believe this motherfucker did that. Is he serious? He doesn't see that he's a dumpster fire in a train wreck.
Yeah, we laugh at that in the back. Yeah,
we laugh at that because it's just, we're not laughing at you, but the situation is just, it's laughable.
Yeah, he's not going to be like, I'm the best comedy writer. How do you know? Pantelis and Preach were back there and they were dying. I'm with.
And that's why now I don't use the term and when I laugh, it's not necessarily funny.
It's funny to me, but anything, yeah.
I say laughable.
It's laughable. I can see why you laugh.
It's laughable. What does that mean? Well, I mean, it's funny. No, it's laughable. Two different things. Then I confuse the fuck out of them. What do you mean? When you laugh, it's funny? No, actually don't. You can laugh for different reasons.
Yesterday, bro, the guy that's dressed like a moose, the horse guy.
That's laughable. It's a terrible thing that happened.
But did you not see? Okay, not only it's easy to make fun of, but did you see my thing on Instagram? I put in one of my stories. It's basically when they're all together, and I said Forest Politics, the musical. Yes. Okay, and it's fucking hilarious. I put banjo music. I thought it's hilarious because one guy's dressed like this, but apparently it's like, oh, you don't think that people should protest? That's not. I'm not at all saying that. I'm saying more power to them. Protest all you fucking want. But goddamn it, you're dressed like a goddamn animal. You broke into the cat. You don't think this is funny?
It's laughable.
Like we can't laugh at this.
It's laughable. I don't say funny.
I'm not saying be scared of the government. I'm saying protest all you want, bro. But this is laughable, bro. This is like goddamn. But everybody thinks, oh, he's attacking me. Oh, he's
that's pretty much it. But then again, with the laughable thing, it's like, yo, no, you laugh before it's funny. You mean, hold on. People cry for different reasons.
Yeah.
They cry because they're stressed, because they're sad, because they're happy.
I've cried being so happy.
Because they're happy.
Yeah.
Because they're all of that, because they're just emotional. So you do that about crying, but you can't do that about laughing. Motherfucker laugh because for the same reason. People laugh because they're sad. Sometimes some shit is sad, so sad.
Yeah, you can't help but laugh.
You have a fucked up day. Like everything is happening, and at the end of the day, you're like, this.
It's the best.
It's not funny.
Yeah,
but actually, a lot of stuff are like that. Like even like anger. Sometimes you'll be angry and you don't know why you're angry, and then you eat, and you're like, oh, yo, I'm good.
But you know what happens to me is I talk a lot.
That happens to me a lot.
I talk a lot with comics. I talk a lot, but that happens to me because I get babied, because let's say I talk with you, I'll talk with my comedian friends.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, fuck it. That's why I always feel good being around comics.
Yes.
Because I don't have to explain it. We get it. And then I'll deal with like someone tweeting me or something like, oh, what the fuck? You're against this? I'm like, how do you misunderstand what's going on? So I get so babied being around comics that then when it happens in the real world, I'm like, how the fuck is this real life? Like, how do people, like, how from one day to the next you can categorize me in whatever you're mad at, which is the opposite of what you categorized me yesterday, just because you don't get the joke. How do you keep doing this?
But
and I'm the bad guy.
They don't understand that they don't get the joke.
Because
they think they understood the joke. They think they understood perfectly what's going on. I know exactly what's going on and what you're doing, sir. I know it.
You remember the Mexican girl?
Yeah.
Dude, on Twitter, this girl, I had never seen Apocalypto ever in my life. And I had watched for the first time. Apocalypse is a fucking good movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I wrote, goddamn, watching it for the first time. Those Mayans were assholes. Bro, don't I get you racist, Mexican hating. That's the problem with you Americans. It's because you hate us Mexicans. And why do you have a problem with other cultures? And it's like, my name is Pantelis. Like,
first and foremost, I'm Canadian.
Yeah, but I was like, my name is Pat. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? That's why you guys won't let it. And it was just as crazy. And then my fans came in and there's just story like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, I had nothing. I was making a joke about a movie because I just saw it because they're the bad guys in the movie. Yeah. And I was like, there's such a. But and then she took it as, this guy fucking hate. But the problem is when you do a joke, 'cause I don't have to explain it. We get it. And then she took it as, this guy fucking hate. And I was like, how the fuck is this real life? Like, how do people, like, how from one day to the next you can categorize me in whatever you're mad at, which is the opposite of what you categorized me yesterday.
The problem is when you do a joke, or you use sarcasm.
It should be on new movies, not old ones.
And you write it down.
It sounds different.
It's like, you know, when why are you so mad? I'm not mad. Why you read it like I'm mad? Like, you read it like I'm mad. I ain't mad. Then again, that's my problem because I refuse to use emojis. Okay?
I also text you all caps and a lot of racial slurs, so you have a right to be mad at me.
Yeah, like, but then again, it's you.
He's like, if it wasn't all caps with a lot of racism, I think somebody stole his phone.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, where's Pantelis? Yo, where's Pantelis, my guy?
He's been abducted.
Something's wrong.
He's polite and
slurs.
not racist.
He called me sir. What
Who
the
is
fuck?
this? Who it calls up? Who are you, sir?
So what did you do? I don't know who you are. If it's money you want, I don't have it. But I will find you and I will kill you. But Taken, Pantelis edition. You know what I mean?
Writing thing is your hunch. The second we put it down on paper, it's a whole different thing.
People don't get sarcasm on paper. They don't. And you write it down, you lose everything. Why are you so mad? Bitch, read it in a different tone.
Start singing. It rhymes.
It's just cut it there, and sing it.
Actually, that's interesting. Do you think people read depending on their mood that day?
Yeah, it's all inside. It's all you.
It's not
you project a lot.
I don't think it's necessarily their mood, but sometimes it's just right there. Just if you take this moment right now.
Like let's say
watch. If we take this moment right now, you look at my face. Motherfuckers are going to think I'm mad. No, that's just my face.
I know his face.
My fault.
Oh yeah, but I get that a lot too. I have the
resting bitch face thing.
Yeah.
It's not our fault. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers be like, ooh, he's mad. And then people got what I call the ghost of either the bitter bitch or the insecure bitch.
I want to hear this.
The ghost of the bitter bitch. It's not even a skit by me. It's a skit by a comic named D. Ray Davis. Okay. And he had this comedy skit about the ghost of the bitter bitch. And the ghost of bitter bitch is, you know, when you come back home to your girlfriend and she snaps for no reason, that's because she's haunted by the ghost of the bitter bitch. And what that is you're like, okay, babe, I'm about to go out and run some errands. And she's like, okay, cool. And then you close the door and you leave. And then the ghost of the bitter bitch comes in and comes haunt your girl. And the ghost is around your girl and it's like, where is he going? And she's like, where is he going?
Yeah.
He didn't tell you where he was going. He didn't tell me where the fuck he was going. He just said errands. That's very vague. That is very vague. I bet he's with that bitch Vanessa. That bitch Vanessa. And then you come back home, hey baby, I'm back. Where the hell you been? Because the ghost of the bitter bitch been hunting her with all these shit. But things happen like that when you text. Well, that motherfucker didn't text me all day, and now he texts. Well, maybe he's pissed off because I did that. They start overthinking. They start overthinking a bunch of shit that didn't fucking happen. Then you're like, yeah, no, pick that shit up, do this, no. Okay, we cool. All right, why you got to be so mad? I'm not mad. I'm direct, but I'm not mad. Change your tone in your head. Like, I'm not responsible for how you read it. I hate to do, oh yeah, by the way, lol, I just did lol. Fucking hate this shit. Just to ease the tension because you're not a fucking adult and you can't deal with your fucking emotions. I gotta put a picture.
But you know, that's been my problem with texting all the time. Every time I text, I'm always worried it might come off a little too...
So we know each other. So Preach, the benefit I have with him is that he knows me. So like, especially texting, a lot of times, I'll fuck around, but I'm direct. Like, this is the address, this is it. But you know I'm not mad. Like, this is the address. You know, because you know me. So remember when the Jofo guys?
Never once in my life has it crossed my head that I was like, oh, this
First of all, if I'm ever angry at somebody, I'm going to call them.
But do you remember we invited, the Jofo podcast guys, their podcast in Montreal, and we had invited them to come do a show.
Yeah.
And they had told me when they came here, and it was and I was laughing so much, I never realized it because I just text everyone the same thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, we weren't sure when we were coming if you were mad or what's going on. And I go, why? He goes, well, when you messaged us on Instagram, he goes, you literally said, hey, faggots. And you put it at like, this time, can you be here? And we're like, yes. And then you didn't message us for 3 days. And then you just said, this is the time, this is the thing. He goes, so he's like, we didn't know if you were fucking with us, if you were mad. Like, but the first time I messaged him was, hey, faggots, do you want to do a podcast? He's like, so we didn't know. And I was like, oh no, it's just how I message. I'm just fucking around. I'm just very...
Sometimes it's super, like, people think I'm, oh man, I don't know if it's myself. My confidence talking or whatever. People think I'm way bigger than I am. like I'm a super celebrity or whatnot. Like they're impressed with some shit. And he texts me hi, dear Mr. Preach, we wanted to do something and blah, 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 blah. So we were really interested to have you participate in this and this and this and such at this time and this hour and blah, 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 blah. It would be our pleasure if you could. And I'm like, sure. That's my answer.
A paragraph.
Sure. Cause you want a yes or no. What I understood from all of this, I got all the information. Thank you very much for the information. You want a yes, no question. Yeah. We do business. Yeah. I'm busy. You probably busy. So let's make this shit quick. Let's cut the fat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Preach gets a paragraph from somebody trying to be nice. Next one, it's me. Hey, homo. There's ways of doing business.
I don't care. I know you. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. He wants to do business. If I don't, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. So I'm like, oftentimes people ask me, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Not even a yeah. Sure.
You give me sures. His yes is a sure. Whenever I see sure, I'm like, all right, he's down. I know.
But
I'm never like
really like sure.
Like, is he fucking with me? Did he say sure? Because it's just direct. It's like, yeah, this is what are we gonna mulch over? If it was something complicated, I wouldn't text you. I would fucking call you. Yeah. I'm texting you something because I'm expecting you to understand and get back to me. Yeah. So of course your answer is gonna be a direct, simple fucking answer.
But I thought that was and that's where I know I'm old. I thought that was a point of texting.
Yes, me too.
Being short.
Me too. Apparently we're old retards.
I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm fucking old. That's what it is. Do you want to do this and that and that? Sure. And the thing as well is I'm a yes sure guy. I'm very like
laid back. Go with the flow.
If it ain't a problem, it ain't a problem.
My buddy Louis is older than us, and he always texts in all caps. Just how he always writes in all caps. Like it's just how he writes.
Really?
And I tell him,
funny.
Or let me ask you pissed off right now? He's like, no, why? I was like, why'd you text me in all caps? Like, what do you mean all caps? I go, all capital letters, and he's like, yeah, that's how I always text every. I go, bro, people are gonna think because it could be for anything. Like, so we're gonna meet. Yes, I'm coming. Yeah, it's always so you always seem mad, and he doesn't do it like that. He just everything he texts is all caps. But people who write in all caps.
The thing is that it's that is again we're old.
Yeah.
How old are you?
33.
That's what I said. 33.
Yeah.
I'm older. I remember there was a platform
Am I
back
33?
in the days.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm 33.
I don't know how old you are,
like, I don't fucking know. There was a platform back in the days named ICQ, First Days of Chatting. MIRC, First Days of Chatting. And it was a rule. You put all caps, you yelling.
Okay.
And the rule per jewel. But there's no rule about emojis and lul. People put lul just because they don't
know what to say.
They don't want to sound too mean or mad, or they're not confident with them. I don't want to sound too mad. I don't care. I do not care. That is your responsibility. What did you do to me? Nothing? Then I'm not mad. And if I was mad, trust me, I tell you. I don't let shit fly. I don't. If I'm mad, I'll tell yo, listen, motherfucker, we need to talk about some shit real quick.
If I'm mad, you're not getting a text.
Not getting no text. That's what he said. That's what the fuck he said. If I'm mad at you, I'm gonna call your ass. We're gonna solve this. I'll be like, yo, meet me at that time, that place. We need to talk about some shit face to face. All right. Didn't really appreciate whatever the fuck happened then. All right, cool. All right, good. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I don't let shit go by. So if you didn't piss me off, I'm not pissed off. What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Sure. No. Move on. That's it.
Yeah, as long as people reply me, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I don't overthink it because I think about how I text. Literally, sometimes I text like I'm doing a million things. You'll give me a text like, yo, are you down to do this? Let's say. And I'll be like, oh, yes, for sure, no problem. And then, you know what I mean? Or yes. So I know that people are doing stuff. So you might in that moment be like, oh, cool. You might write cool. I can't be like, is he saying like cool? That's crazy because you're not sitting there all day waiting for my text and you're like, I prepared for this for 3 hours. This is my answer because of this. It's just in the spur of the moment. I'm doing shit. I'm on a phone call. I'm like, oh yeah, good idea. We'll do it. It has nothing to do with my emotional state. I'm just agreeing to what the fuck you sent me or disagreeing. That's all it is. There's no further agenda. Like, oh, you motherfucker. Wait till you get the sure.
Yeah. There's some things that I cave in for because I understand that it's okay. It's a norm. It's a norm. Like the K, that letter K.
I don't do that to people.
Me, at first, I was doing that to people because I talk like that.
Yeah, I don't do it to people because of the texting.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It means that I'm listening. yo, do you want to do this? Okay. When we talk, we use the K.
Me used to be okay. I used to do, and then girls like, are you mad? And then I was like, what the fuck? And then since then I had stopped because I was like, is this causing drama where there's no drama?
Yeah, exactly.
So I stopped doing it.
And because I don't like drama, I'm okay. I'm gonna stop using the okay, the K, or even the okay. Yeah, the okay. They think they're mad. I'm like, well, okay, and I like multiple times I send the definition of okay.
Yeah.
Acknowledgement of whatever it means. Yes, it's because we lost.
That's funny.
We lost. But yeah,
funny.
Are you mad? No. Well, why you say K? Well, because I agree. Well, it means you're mad. No, that's not what okay means. The definition of okay does not mean you're mad. Well, yes, it does. And I send the definition. And it happened too many times with too many people.
I stopped
I'm like,
doing
you know
it.
what? Fuck it. It's you guys are retarded, but I'm the one that's not up to speed with shit. So I'm the odd man out, right? Because I'm going with definition and not your feelings. So
I don't know how the fuck you feel. Like I didn't know that okay touched you improperly years ago. Like how the fuck should I know? Like,
exactly. So I don't use okay, but I use sure. But sometimes people think that, oh well, you said sure. What now? Well, you said sure. You know, but they think I say sure.
When I read your sure, I read it in your voice. I read sure.
I'm not a valley girl.
Yeah.
Sure.
I read it in your voice. How I know preach. It's
Oh
like
my
sure.
God, sure.
That's how you talk.
Yeah, actually, that's how I read people's messages.
I read it in their voice.
Yeah.
That's how you should read people's messages. Not in my voice. In my voice, that would be crazy. I read it in your voice. So when you say sure in my head, it makes sense. I'm like, yeah, this is preach. Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's good.
And when I talk about it doesn't mean you're sane. It doesn't mean. It just means that you're not crazy because of that. Maybe something else though.
I mean, odds are none of us are sane.
Okay.
The odds. I'm just gonna say statistically, the odds are against us. The odds are against us.
Especially me, bro.
Yeah. Fuck.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing is sure. I say it when I talk. Want to do that? Sure. Want a beer? Sure. So if you're around me and you know it, sure.
Yeah.
I can understand that people are unsure if they don't know me. Like they just get a. But then again, they see me and they're like, "Oh yeah, you said sure." And then I go on set and I'm super enthusiastic. I was like, "Oh okay, I didn't think you would like that." And I'm like, "Good."
Oh, that explains a lot about. Interesting.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
like
I got dumped.
No, like if I text a woman that I've met in person,
Yeah.
she'll play along to a lot of my craziness when I send texts.
Yeah.
Right? And she'll laugh and she'll enjoy it. But when I do pull the same kind of crazy shit on a woman I haven't met yet,
Of course.
that is
Of course. Because they don't know.
Okay, are you joking? This is an epiphany for you. We had this conversation 2 days ago. A month ago, a woman messages him out of the blue on Instagram, a fan, right? That she wanted to hook up with him because she knows that he's a whoremonger or whatever. 2 or 3 messages in, his reply when he's like, "What are you doing?" Oh, she's like, "I live in your area too, the South Shore." And then he's like, "What are you doing?" or whatever the fuck. I'm busy this week, she says. So then he goes, "All right, next week I'm fucking you in the ass." And then she's like, "Excuse me, what?" And it's like, well, this is 4 messages in. Even if you had met her in real life, it's very quick to tell someone, "Oh, you're busy this week, so next week I'm gonna fuck you in the ass." Do you see what I'm saying? Like that, the reaction would have been the same.
I wasn't
with
talking about that one. I'm talking about like different other situations.
But that one, you get it, right? It's because of the quickness. That one, it's the quickness.
That's because that I didn't take the time to break the ice.
Also, it was harder than what I'm saying. It wasn't even. It wasn't even
That and dry, literally.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even. I'm saying it nicely. Sorry. The exact words were, "I'm gonna stick my dick in your ass," which makes it even worse.
Makes it even worse.
Yeah, and it was bad to begin with.
That's the thing. That's pretty much it. You have to meet the people. So I understand the people that never met me and they ask me for such, and to them it's a huge favor. But to me, I'm like, yeah, sure, man. I'm all for helping my people. Like, cool. I seen what you done. I like what you do. Let's go. We don't want to have to elaborate this shit. And you know, to me, it's just jerking off. We don't have to jerk off each other. Like, you want me to do this? I want to be there. Sure.
Yeah, to be honest, it's pretty easy with you too. Even for the sketch and shit like that, when I send you, it's just, you want to do this, you down? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. And then if it's someone else, I'll be like, I'll send you the email. Send email. That's my assistant, and she'll sort the calendar thing out.
Is your assistant working full time now?
Not really, because she has a job, but eventually she's gonna have to opt out of her job. That's the plan. about to take over this motherfucker.
I want to get to assistant level. I have the opposite of an assistant. He makes everything harder on me.
I have an agent and I have an assistant. My assistant is my one of my friends, one of my best friends. So she's my assistant, and well, this year I'm gonna file my taxes, and she gets 15%
of the whole year.
Yeah. Oh, she's dealing with my agenda and everything and stuff.
Yeah. Well, my manager and my agent, they make their cut, whatever it is. It's just that they're two different. They don't even know each other because one is for like photo shoots, like we said last time, commercials. The other one, my manager is just we're trying to do comedy stuff.
Well,
stuff
my assistant is for my agenda. My agent gets me contracts.
Yeah.
And auditions and shit like that.
My agent confuses the hell out of me. Why? I can't tell if she's good or not.
Who's your agent?
Well, I'm not gonna.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Is it the same as me?
No, it's not the same as. No, if it would be the same as you, I'd probably be getting more work.
Mine is good.
Like, keep bragging. Here, this is the show people come on and tell me to go fuck myself. We'll talk right after. Because remember what we talked about last time?
My agent, she's a sweetheart.
My agent's not mean to me. There was only one time where she was rude, but again, that was she said I misunderstood the email or whatever.
My agent is a sweetheart, and the worst thing is, at one point I was on a contract, and they asked for the phone number of the agent, and I write it down. I write her name, and she used to be a TV
personality.
Yeah, back in the days.
Oh, so she knows the biz.
Yeah, she knows the biz. She used there's a French TV show called Watatatao.
Of course, I know Watatatao.
You know,
I grew up watching that when I was a kid.
So, you know, there's a girl named Stephanie, glasses, blonde hair, that was playing, that's my agent.
Wait, hold on a second, bro. Like, Watatatao and Passepartout was shit that I watched when I was a child.
I swear to God. My agent is Stephanie from Watatatao. She's amazing.
We're talking. We're going to talk after
this. Well, we need to talk, bro, because that woman is amazing. She knows her shit. And she's a sweetheart. She's the best. Just for this year, I'm about to buy her a bottle of champagne.
Yo, so her and her team. We're talking after because I got some hilarious stories to tell you too.
Okay, good.
All right, so guys, links are in the description. Fucking, if you're not already, we've already talked about this before. Subscribe, Abba and Preach. They're gonna get to a fucking million. Poseidon is the Poseidon69 on Twitter and Instagram. Follow his antics. He's a goddamn wild man, but you can follow him. It's funny. And Abba and both Preach, but fucking right now, Abba and Preach, follow their channel. Yeah. Preach, all your social media stuff is in the description so they could follow you directly. Dope. Preach is a man that takes advantage of Instagram stories. If you like Instagram stories, you're never gonna go hungry because there's so many stories that sometimes a minute into it, I'm like, I've went like 30 fucking stories. Like, I gotta stop for a bit and then come back later.
The limit of Instagram post is 100. Because if you post 101, your first post gets deleted.
Okay, so you know why he knows this? Because he fucking put 100 goddamn stories in a row.
Memes.
It's crazy. Memes. It's always memes though. It's always funny memes. It's not him fucking around. It's good memes. And also questions sometimes.
Yes.
Answer Q&As.
I answer questions. I'm supposed to do one soon.
So, guys, thank you for listening. Follow Preach. Make sure you subscribe to Abba and Preach. And go fuck yourselves.